Raph, you wanted me to do something? Here I am, you gorgeous ginger person. Hello. I see you, Raffy. I see you hiding. Welcome, everyone, once again to another night of the Dungeon and or Dragons. It is episode 11 of the Dear Dear Beyond Etheria Ashes. With us tonight, we have our normal players. We have, of course, Aura, Nameless, Nez, Okros, and Yuri. We will bring them in about a moment so we can start this show. Tonight's episode 11, is called Take Back the Harbor. I hope you enjoy. Of course, comments are always allowed and something that I relish to see from the back end. Anything that you wish to put forward, bits, of course, bring forth goodies for the party members. Then, of course, subs are always welcome. But, of course, I'd rather you be here, enjoy the show, and spread the love. And, of course, we always love having you here. Our episodes are Fridays and Saturdays at 9 p.m., followed by normal gaming times at the rest of the week. So, with that, dear viewers, let us begin.
I know.
You're all here now. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
I remembered something miserable. I had that stupid curse this week.
Stealth, what did you just send me? What
I don't even know.
what do you mean you don't know?
Don't give him any
I don't-
ideas for the crying out loud.
Oh, that I'll tell you in there.
So, I believe I believe all of you leveled up. Yes.
Oh,
You all
jeez, I knew I
became-
forgot to do my...
You stupid son of a bitch! You were
Did
all
I do
now
it? I did do
level
it.
10.
Haha.
You did do it. I am very proud. You did the thing.
I have my shit together, guys.
You're doing it. You're making it happen. So, a quick recap for both our players and our viewers. First, introductions of our players. Tonight, we have with us Aura, the Sea Elf Druid, played by Jenna. We then have Nameless, the Tabaxi Ranger, played by Rage. We then have Nez, the Changeling Artificer, played by Stealth.
Hello.
We have Okros, the Lion Folk Barbarian, played by Rexus. And then, of course, the fucking keyboard I hear in my ears is none other than the vampire rogue / warlock, Yuri, who's played by a moist cactus, for those of you who are listening.
The most damp.
The dampest boy. Boy, is he damp.
Desert royalty is he.
So a quick recap for all of us here to make sure that everyone is on the same point. What's so funny?
I'm just giggling. Sorry. I'll mute while I giggle.
You giggling? How dare.
I'll mute while I giggle.
Thank you. Big appreciate. Yes. Any hoozle. Oh, Stealth, I know. Oh, I know. It's gonna be great. Thank you for the reminder. So, to bring us down to where we were before, what we had before was that the heroes had found themselves preparing for what was to come. They had fought their way through the Feywild and had reconvened in the town of New Haven. They spoke to a few people. They did some shopping. They figured themselves out and prepared to set out to the next objective, where Leandros was waiting patiently for an answer of what they were planning on doing. As he waited and they planned, a few things occurred. Drinking ensued, curses were slung, and of course, debauchery followed. But eventually, our dear, dear party found themselves on the road towards Westminster to take back the harbor. They have decided that this will be the great idea of what needs to be done for what is expected of them. They know, well aware, that to move forward in any sense of the word, they would have to take back the harbor if they wish to leave. If they did not take it back, they would not be able to go south towards the desert where their first objective laid most bare. And so, on their way, they found a number of things interesting. Nothing of increasing stature or anything like that, but simply a few ceremonies happened before they reached Westminster. Creed, of course, gave a gift to the artificer Nez, giving him the rank of veteran sergeant in the War Master's army, showing skill and bravery in combat and saving the life of a watch commander. They believe that he has earned his place among those rankings. So, in turn, Leandros came forth and wished him well in his duties, and that when the time comes, we will need his skills and his service to make sure that Ravenholm can once again rise amongst from the ashes and to keep this land safe. And with that, he was given a revolver, a one that he would hold dear for quite some time. After speaking to Leandros and finally deciding on their time and place and where they were going, the party set forth to Westminster. They knew that if they hurried quickly, they could beat the courier that was going from the northernmost region of Ravenholm down to it. If they could, it would stop the message from being received by the docks that would possibly alert the military as well as the Mars Company to their presence. Lucky for them, their new horses gave them quite the speed they required to get across the landscape, making it quick and easily to the parallel path that runs along the coast, where they found a man in red leathers walking amongst the moonlight between the trees along a footpath that ran along the coast. The party then began to devise a plan on how to stop him. The carriage stopping, and of course, Creed simply trying to yell to the man upon man realizing who he was speaking to, ran faster away from the persons in question, as it was something of a scary fact to see the people who have been deemed terrorists in the region against the Mars Company in person in the dead of night in a carriage pulled by two large horses that looked not of this world was a surreal experience for this boy. So he ran. He was then tackled by Yuri, who was then shot multiple times in the chest to no effect, as the bullet simply went through him as his body regenerated very quickly, the scared boy still holding the revolver. They simply wanted the message. He told them of his family, how he's been under threat. That if he was to simply hand over the message and he was to go back home, that his family would be killed. He would be hunted down as a deserter, a traitor, which in a land of the post-apocalypse where the godfall has ruined the lands, the gods have eyes and ears everywhere. And so the boy simply wanted Yuri to kill him. The boy turned his revolver into his own chest, placing the handle into Yuri's hand, and told him to simply pull the trigger. Make it quick and simple. Yuri refused and decided to give him a painless death if there was to be one, and to make sure that he sent the money to the family that would require it, the family in Thurble that would now be wondering where their son had gone. Nameless decided to act. He shot the sword out of Yuri's hand in the dead of night, the rifle report screaming across the horizon. In an act of mercy and a light bulb moment, the Tabaxi stepped forward and simply said, "What if we did not need to kill him?" That is when Nez had the same idea and stepped forward, simply changing his appearance slightly to match that of the man that now kneeled in front of Yuri. Giving the man a set of clothes and taking his armor and satchel from him, they sent him on his way with a pocketful of gold that would support his family for months, if not years, depending on the situation in Thurble, which was good. He walked into the fog, never to be seen again, hopefully in the terms of that he would not whistleblow on your location, but you seem to believe that he was tired, and that the fact that he believed you to be monsters, the fact that you were on the precipice of proving him right, you chose not to. You chose mercy. And so our heroes now stand on a foggy road, the carriage behind them with Creed simply snapping the reins to move the cart forward. The red leathers had been given to Nez, who, before we left, had donned them. And now you all stand preparing your plan on how to enter Westminster.
I has backpack.
So, dear heroes, what do you plan to do?
Run away screaming? Is that an option? I'm kidding. I don't run away screaming. Well, boys, what we doing?
Uh,
I have the kid's backpack, so I have the plans.
I should probably have those plans since I'm supposed to be delivering them.
Hands
You should-
bag to Nez.
Are the plans? I'm assuming the plans are in a sealed. Like they have.
Yeah, we can't
seals
look at
and
them.
shit.
Yeah, we can't look at them.
Yes, they do
Is
have
that
multiple wax seals on them, among other things.
what
So
the
it is
horse?
something that is not something that you would be able to open without it being noticed.
Yeah, that was established last time. Why did a giant picture cover the map I was looking at?
Because
like
you're
the
not supposed to see the map.
Rain. Any weasel. So here you go, Nez. Here are the plans. I don't want to carry them anyways.
Thank you for that. So, this is going to be fun going in this.
It's gonna be something.
Did okay? Is anybody else staring at just a? I don't know if I pulled up the right.
You
horse.
It's
pulled up.
literally a foggy town. That is what you should be
Okay,
looking at.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was looking at the right motherfucker.
Yeah, he covered
Yeah.
the map with that picture. I was looking at the map because I found it. I'm like, oh yeah, we finally have a map to look at.
Yeah,
Psych.
no map for you.
Hey, no
It's
matter.
not time for maps.
I
It
want
is
that
time
horse though.
for speaking.
I want that horse though that the man is on. I want that horse. It
You
has
already
4
have a
legs.
horse. Be
Mine
quiet.
has 6. Mine has 6 legs.
We have
The-
2 horses with 6 legs, so shut up. Anyways,
What's wrong with the 6 legs?
yeah, I didn't really think the rest of us through. I just had the gist of the plan, so I guess we should probably go through like
Yeah, because of
how it's gonna
I
happen.
just agreed.
Well, I mean, I just knew, like I said, that you could change into them, deliver the plans. They are none the wiser, and then we bust in and be our quote unquote monstery selves, and
Am I gonna have to
kick some
wild shape
backside.
this? Seems like anytime we
mean,
do a
I
situation
don't-
like this, I end up wild shaping.
I don't know. That's what we're discussing.
I'm just saying.
And Kree's not here, so
No, we
um.
actually have to lead ourselves for once.
Oh, sorry, he's here, but he's napping. Excuse me.
He's
Deep
just
sleep,
driving the
can't wake him up.
carriage. He's trying to just make sure that you go in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Grim.
Yes.
OOC, I'm gonna buy this book specifically, one of these books from World 20, or not from D&D Beyond specifically, so I can add this motherfucker because I realized that the undead patron is fucking insanely thematic for Yuri.
Cool. Very good.
Okay.
I
So
also just
boys,
realized that I haven't actually swapped the patron because I had it as the Fae, so I need to fix that.
Probably. Nerd.
we have Nez that is going to turn into the boy we just freed. We have the plants. And we have an end goal of getting into that their town. Now let's put the middle pieces in. Okay.
I believe this is what we've been
Well-
trying to do, but you started crying about a horse
I wasn't
So-
crying.
and about wild shaping.
Thank you. I was asking if I was going to watch it because I usually do when we end up in these situations. I was trying to
I
fill in
remember-
those middle pieces.
Right,
Just
we were trying to do that. So telling us to do what we're already doing is just pointless.
Just to double check, we're in the port now that we're trying to just
You're on the
secure.
road going
At the
to
gate.
this
Okay.
town of Westminster that has the harbor/port in it that you want.
Well, this is just a fucking sideshow.
I mean, it kind of always is
So-
a sideshow with us.
So how
Dude,
about you
I end
take
up giving
steps?
the name
So
of who
the
I'm supposed to
name
deliver that to.
the name of the person is simply the commander of the Mars Company. Essentially, one of the people in the communications tent, or the command post, if you wish to call it, in the center of Westminster at their castle. That is the only thing that you really know, as the scrolls are addressed to that specific command post, not to an individual person, mind you, but just the location.
You can't exactly just waltz their asses on in there either, though.
Well, Nez is going to because he's
Well,
changed
he
into
can. The
messenger.
rest of us can't.
Right. So
Now, like the next thing is what's going to be the signal for you guys to come on in. Is
that's a good question.
what I need to
Uh,
figure out.
Well, I mean, Lucifer did work on his catapulting.
Hey Nez,
You want Lucifer
give
to
me
catapult you.
Nez, give me a no. Have you looked through the bag yet, or you just simply looked at the scrolls?
We haven't looked through the
We
bag
have-
yet.
I thought we did.
No, I assumed it was just a bag of scrolls. I didn't think there was anything else in there.
All right. I'm gonna go and look through the bag off of that statement because of
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
So you look through the bag, and you, Nez, specifically see that one of the scrolls is not sealed, and that when you undo the twine that holds it closed and you open it, it is a map of Westminster, as none of you have been there before.
Yay for plot armor.
Not really plot armor, just thankfully you stopped him, just kind of found it. Get it.
Hey, I break the fourth wall. You know that.
Hmm.
You don't
Like a
break
whole
the fourth wall,
16
you
walls.
shit on it.
Okay, I shit on it. You're right. You're right.
Like you don't break that motherfucker. You just shit all over it.
You open the
Amen.
map of Westminster, and you can clearly see the road that you are on, specifically here, and the road that goes to the south and then to the west.
Where's the harbor?
You know, based on what the map has put forth, is that the castle you're going to is on this side, and you are going to have to go through the gate, through the city to get there. This map is about as detailed as you see. It has very vague shapes for buildings. It has a very clear line of the actual wall itself, where the castle lies and where the roads intersect. Past that, you have district names, and that's about it.
The rat and Ashbrook.
So I'm guessing
And for
outside
our
wall.
viewers, in about 5 minutes, we will have our first of our 3-minute ads every hour because we hate pre rolls. So, just as a heads up for everyone.
yeah.
Can I just say that I love that you announced those fucking things?
Well, yeah,
I like
they
how it
pop up
shows
and
up
tell
for
us.
you.
It shows up
Yeah,
for
it
me
never
on yours.
tells me.
Oh, see, I'm not watching that way. I'm watching through like the OBS, and it doesn't pop up until they start running.
It does for me.
Does
The
it
first
for
one
you?
it'll tell me. Every other one after that it won't. It just doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we know Nez has to go. The rest of us have to get in there
So
somehow. I can wild shape. That's just my easy way in.
Okay, so
I
I'm
guess.
guessing outside wall, right?
Yes.
And then castle, water over here.
Yes. That is the
Yes.
harbor, and
Okay.
then the castle sits on the coast, etc., etc.
Seems like a terrible place for a castle. What if they have erosion?
Going down.
Anyways,
Leo and Timber.
well, we probably shouldn't go in with Nez. We should probably stay hidden, probably back here somewhere, while he goes in to deliver these plans. Unless there's nobody at the gate. There's nobody at the gate that we can go into.
Does someone want to check if there's someone at the gate? Because granted, I don't know if we should exactly walk in there, considering they
Right.
know who we are, and that's walking
Mhm.
into our death trap, maybe?
Vern, are we close enough to see the gate?
No. You guys are still a few miles out from the city.
Okay. So I mean, we can always check to see if there's someone at the gate first. If not, we're gonna kind of have to hope that Nez can get in there, deliver what he has to deliver, and then walk out. Unless you can give us a different type of signal. Do you have anything that you could do that with?
But so because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take Lucifer with me because of
Right.
well, maybe I
The kid
could
wouldn't have had a
because of
Lucifer. They'd know this.
well, would they? Is the other question.
They're not gonna send
Just
a
because of
runner
how
with
big
us.
they are, and the
Well,
runner
I mean,
seemed new.
yeah, but as much as the runner was concerned that they were gonna find him, they probably know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not going to send a low-level runner with this kind of artillery.
Hmm.
Are you
I have an idea.
100% sure about that?
Who?
Me.
Any of you?
No.
They sounded pretty
No.
expendable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said,
Yuri,
like, they could have just figured out who
how
it was.
old was that boy that you nearly executed? Do you remember?
Barely a man. Barely a man.
At
To be
19,
specific,
yeah.
he was 19. He was, from what you could tell, who of you has military background?
Not I.
Within Yuri's
Negative.
200 years of existence, yes.
Wonderful. So you would have recognized that the rank on his shoulder was that of essentially a foot soldier.
Yay, peon.
So then where my thought process was going was in the right route, Yuri.
Probably.
Thank you for the biddies, Carson.
Oh, God. 69 people.
Um,
69.
You know you
Then
said
to go
babies,
back.
but I fucking heard babies.
Do, 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 do. Buff gross. I have a question for
Yes.
you. I know you got some gunpowder for like making explosives, but could I maybe make some of that into a signal flare possibly? On the off chance I need you guys to bust in.
Better yet, can we make a
Alright.
firework? So it's a little more inconspicuous than a signal flare?
A firework's
that
more
works too.
A
inconspicuous than a
signal
signal flare?
firework.
Well, yeah, because a signal flare is just a flare. People are going to know that someone's trying to signal something. But if it's a firework, people just go, ooh, ah, cool.
I thought you meant it would be less seen. I'm like, excuse you.
No, it has nothing to do with less seen. It's just
It's
If the
quick
flare
and
is going up, there's no concern about visibility.
Regardless, we need to
right.
be able to know if he needs us. So, signal flare, firework, whatever works.
Regardless, yes, you may have some gunpowder. I would probably
Is it
take
gonna be-
about as much gunpowder as one of the grenades worth would. Or, because I had 3 grenades worth of black powder.
To do what he wants, are you trying to make like a flying firework or just like a regular flare? What was your final plan? What was the final decision?
I mean, since like if he was a grunt or like a foot soldier, basically, I was gonna bring Lucifer in with me. So like I was just gonna have Lucifer launch it and hope it would just like go off real quick
Fair enough.
in the air.
Well then in that case, because Lucifer's able to launch things, probably just enough powder out of a single grenade would be fine.
They just repurposed the entire grenade casing and all to just be a flare, so you can have the casing as well.
All right. Thanks, Up Gross. And we'll get some more gunpowder later to make more.
Yes. Speaking of which, I do require you to assemble these hand grenades for me later.
Actually, before we go in, since we're where we're at right now, can I do that?
Yeah, you guys still got a bit as you're traveling along the road to even make it towards the gate where you could go on foot. So you got some time.
So then in that time, I'll do the flare firework that I was gonna do, and then the 2 grenades.
Sounds like
Well,
a
who's
solid
doing that?
plan.
While he's doing that, I'm cleaning out under my nails with my dagger.
Wonderful. So, the carriage continues towards Westminster. You're continuing to try and figure out a plan of what to do to get yourselves in there. The question relies of how you're going to execute it. You know that Nez can simply shift and go through the front gate, hopefully not be recognized or made of as he goes through to get to the castle to drop off the scrolls. He could possibly do recon for you once you're inside and try to get an idea of what you're dealing with. But you do know that as soon as you hand those scrolls over, the military is going to be readied because they're going to be having word given that Ravenholm has fallen and that you will be coming here next, more than likely. But if you don't turn in those messages, or if you dawdle or anything along that line, there's a chance that they could break your cover or otherwise. Then the question still remains of how do you get the rest of the party inside? But there's one thing that no one has really thought about. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
There you cuck.
Jesus
Well,
fuck.
I mean,
I thought
there are a
about the
couple of things
carrot,
I've thought
but
about, but I
they'll
just
check it.
haven't said it because my character wouldn't do it.
I thought
It's
about
one
the
thing your
carrot, but they'll
characters would
check it.
know that I'm surprised no one has said yet. But I'm going to leave it at that as you
This is
slowly
me we're
approach the
talking
gate.
about. Well, we
Unless
can't exactly
someone
just
can
ride
walk a
through an arch.
wall.
Slowly approach
Yeah.
as approaching in a perspective sense. You're not actually going to the gate in the carriage.
Yeah, because we can't get through the gate in the carriage, so check it.
Well, seeing as I have a memory like a sieve, apparently, can I roll intelligence to see if I remember whatever the fuck this is?
Sure. Do with advantage.
I would also like to roll intelligence
Awesome.
after.
Okers is the one remembering. You do not. You're too busy cleaning your nails, remember?
What else am I gonna do sitting in a carriage with a bunch of men? Shoot
Yeah,
craps?
you're sitting. You could. Could be a dude. Be cool.
Or as one of the boys, it seems.
With advantage, I got a 16.
Wonderful.
Oh, sorry, 17. But still.
17. Okay, it's fine. So, in a flash of your brain having a bit of a short circuit and then coming back, you take a look at Nez's face and you kind of stare at it for a second. And then you realize he has that burn across it that he can't shape past from the balefire you got hit with.
Face does the thing where he like holds his palm out and slams his fist into the thing, just points at Nez and goes, "Your face. His isn't burnt."
Do me a favor, real quick. Oh, see, pull back a little bit on the reverb. It's a little difficult to understand you.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Do I even have it?
Yeah.
Oh, let me double check. Sorry.
If you don't mind, just a little bit.
Just a
Yeah,
little bit, just a little bit.
You know, I actually wanted to ask you about that and just rolled about that.
But how would that have anything to do with getting us? Oh, I guess his face matters, hey?
indeed.
You could simply lie and say that you were burned on your way in.
Shitty feeling knowing I can't wild shape into somebody but an animal.
Think of it this way: like
That's
all you
tense.
better. It's much better. Much better.
Not muted. Wait, it is?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
much
yeah, way better.
I haven't changed anything yet. I don't know what's going on.
I couldn't tell you.
Like,
Gene, closer to your
Maybe
mic,
it's
baby.
just your tone of voice.
No, hold up. Let me back out of it. I can hear my. There we go. Now I can't hear myself anymore. Jesus Christ! Sorry, that was very confusing. Literally, all I did was I went into the voice mixer thing for it. Went, hey, wait, I don't have reverb on this. Turned on to hear myself. It sounded different suddenly, and I was like, wait a second. And you guys were like, yeah, that's way better. It's like, wait, what?
I love voice
Okay.
mod.
All right.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it's fixed now. Sorry about that.
And then to go into that really quick.
You could say that you were burned, right? The best lies have an embarrassing detail in them because who would lie while embarrassing themselves? So people let it go much easier. So simply say you made a camp one night, made a fire to keep warm, and accidentally tripped and fell into a fire and burned face.
Well, Aurora would like to glare at Yuri because she assumes that's a shot at her after the fucking stories she was telling about him that were all lies and she was making a fool of herself while doing it.
Burn Mars Company is military, right?
Yes. Very, very
And
militarized.
you said I have advantage when
Yes.
it comes to deception with military now?
Yes, because you know how to talk to people about it, but it's also when utilizing your rank and status. Which at this point, you are not Nez, you are
I'm a foot
the
soldier.
courier.
Hey,
You were the star of Fallout
I'm
New
remembering
Vegas.
everything you told me.
Yeah, you are. I'm proud of you. You're doing the good job.
Is a little bit of problem.
But when are you gonna get the?
Not big problem, but little bit of problem. Small problem.
Platinum chip rolls across the floor of the carriage.
And you all die. Then he shows up out of nowhere, puts a bullet in all of your heads. Make new characters.
Game was rigged from the start.
Yeah, the campaign was rigged from the start.
God, wouldn't that be just a real cock punch of an ending? Wink.
God.
That would be
Wink.
such a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, that would be such a bitch move, dude. I would be so freaking angry at you. Like, it's the definition of, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, are you stroking my dick right now? This is some bullshit.
You're stroking my dick right now. Is that what you just said?
Yes, I know what he just said.
Hope he doesn't make.
I don't think
Let's
that's
just
the
hope he doesn't make eye
same.
contact with that.
You putting a bullet in Aura's head would
Wow.
be detrimental to my sanity.
Amazing.
Oh man. What a time, what a day, what a time.
What a world we live in.
What a world. What a world. Also, I just rolled Jenna's curse, and this is gonna be hilarious because there's two choices, and both are
No!
amazing. You have one from
No!
last time that is saved for you. There's another saved for somebody else. Relax. It's fine.
Oh no.
I say nay.
You say nay nay? Well then, too bad.
Better be looking at what?
Hey, so did the horse.
Hey, I have 2 legs. I'm not a horse.
So, you guys now are about a mile or so from the gate. You believe this is the final point where you're going to have to try and put a plan into motion. Because once Nez steps out and starts walking towards the gate, you're not going to be able to have communication with him.
No walkie-talkies.
No, there's no walkie-talkies. You
I
don't have any
time for that.
You don't have any magic tablets of searing. You don't have seer stones. You ain't got no talking shrunken heads. You don't have no communication snails. Who the fuck you think you is?
Well, I'm a seal.
You gave me
You
a
just say
ideas
A
All the
landmine
steals?
appears underneath Jenna's ass, fires her into the stratosphere like Ghost Warrior 2. Anyway,
Jesus.
Elven Space Program.
Jenna Space Program. Here we go. Anyway, you guys are about a mile out. Creed pulls the carriage over into a thicker part of the woods so the carriage won't be seen, or at least it'll break up the shape.
Boy.
You know this is the final time you're going to be able to make a plan. Your current plan is as follows. Nez is going to go to the gate. He is going to bullshit his way in to get to the command post in the castle, drop off these scrolls, recon, and leave. What the fuck are y'all going to be doing? Because you need to get in to take the harbor, but you're not exactly, you know, inconspicuous. You are a giant lion folk barbarian, a small tabaxi with a large rifle, a vampire who is now at least in darker clothing and wearing a silver death mask, because that definitely makes him look more inconspicuous. And then you have a light blue skinned druid sea elf who looks out of pocket constantly. So
I can wild shape into an aminal, thank you. I am the most inconspicuous.
are you gonna do you know which animals are native to this part of the region?
I will be a chipmunk if I choose so.
I'm guessing a seagull would be okay.
You think chipmunks are still alive? You know what?
This one would
Go
be.
for it. Go for it.
No.
You get to
No.
choose what you want to do. I will see how the world goes.
Or
Anyway,
a pelican?
yes, because those are
Pelican.
definitely still alive.
Well, I can't be a fish. I'll just flop along the ground.
That would probably make more sense than a pelican, honestly.
Just a fish
Anyway.
flopping along.
What could she turn into and be concealed with me?
A flea?
She can't go that small. So
Horsefly?
yeah, she could probably turn to horsefly if she's seen one.
We have two horses in front of us that are like fucking weird out. I'm sure she's seen a horsefly.
Yeah.
I can be a mouse. I feel like mice are still relevant in this area.
Yeah, it's whatever you choose to try and sneak in with Nez, that's up to you.
He picked up a
Gross.
pet mouse.
I don't like
Cockroaches
how you
never
said
die.
that. Okay. Oh, I'll shape into a mouse.
Okay, you do it.
Okay.
You can no longer speak common because you are now a mouse.
What?
Why would you do it now, you fuck? We're still fighting things.
You can no longer speak common language. You can't understand it. You just can't speak it back.
What?
But you are now a mouse.
Shit.
I would like to wild shape out of my mouse form.
No, because it would waste a slot, and you know it.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. I have two. I planned that.
Okay, sure. You burn a slot to turn back out of wild shape into not a mouse.
Stay a mouse for now. I'll stay
Okay,
a mouse for now.
you are
Damn
staying a mouse. In the carriage where you were sitting is now a mouse.
Face palm. I'd be like, well, now we have one less person because she's not gonna understand a fucking word we say.
What are you?
I can understand you. I just can't respond.
Why
That
are
was
you?
out of character. Do
I
want to
that?
silence?
Would I know that?
Silence.
But I understand.
Did he go robo for anybody else, or was it just Matron?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rager.
he's gone for a while.
Me too.
He's
Okay.
having Comcast issues too.
Oof.
Comcast.
Yeah, his stream just crashed too.
Oh no.
Any better?
A little bit. I could hear
Fuck
you.
my life.
Honestly, given the state of your internet situation, I'd rather not fuck your life because I feel like your life is not particularly great at the moment.
I don't want to put a dick in that.
Wait on the disease.
Like I'm not trying to be a dick and shit on your shit on what you got going on, but it doesn't sound like the best right now.
I mean, you can just wrap it, it'll be fine.
Okay, as a
That's
mouse,
right.
I would like to crawl into stealth Ness's pocket.
You easily do that. You crawl up his armor and you sit in the pocket. And you are now a mouse in a pocket.
I have a mouse in a pocket. Can I have
You
a
are a
cookie?
mouse in a pocket. No.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
I know that
something's going on with Comcast. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it keeps dropping and then coming back and dropping and coming back.
children's book when you give a mouse a cookie.
There are no cookies for mouses here.
Well, this mouse wants a cookie, but this mouse will survive without a cookie. It's fine.
Mouse is about to get lightning bolted in a second, but that's okay.
You cannot smite the mouse because I am in Nez's pocket. You will end up smiting Nez.
You think that changes my answer?
I think my pocket will get smited and not me.
This small lightning bolt will come down and just hit the pocket off your chest.
This tiny little cloud just floats down.
Okay,
I just
well,
looked up. What happened?
you guys must decide because I am no longer used. You asked for silence, you got it.
All right, so basically, you guys need to figure out a plan. It looks like Aura is going to be a mouse in Nez's pocket as backup, but now you need to get a small tabaxi, a undead vampire lich, and a lion folk barbarian into Westminster. That is currently under military occupation.
You said there's no tower, right? Like there's no guard towers or anything.
Those dots and the squares along the wall are battlements and turrets. So there are towers. Inside the city is a different story. But along the wall, there are definitely tall walls with battlements with people patrolling, as one would imagine. So, would you like a hint or an idea?
Okay, and there are patrols on the walls, right?
More than likely.
Okay, I'm gonna just wait and watch them. Look for the patrols. Watch the timing.
Yeah, I also have Pass Without Trace.
You definitely have a few options. You can watch the patrols. You can look at the guardhouse. You have pass without trace. Nameless,
You
go
know,
ahead
Nezzy,
and
you
give
just tell me
me...
all this.
Nez,
ahead.
you could go ahead and give me... Or not Nez, Jesus. Nameless, you can go ahead and give me a perception advantage because you're looking real far away at what you're dealing with. See if you can see anything interesting.
Okay, we can see it now.
Yeah, you're close that you can see it, but you can actually see it because you got your special eye holes on.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Dirty
them
20.
googlies. So with that dirty 20, you see that there are a number of guards at the gate. There are open doors to said gate. Torches are out. There's a lot of light. There are multiple man patrols around the battlements. Not really much of an order to their patrols that you can see as you're trying not to just stare at them. You're trying to get a lay of the land. See, there's a lot of people, but one thing you notice is that a lot of the guys at the guardhouse, minus one of them, all seem to have the same shape of rank that is on Nez's shoulder currently.
Okay, I wish to relay that to everybody else. So with yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
It seems a lot of these guys are foot soldiers, from what you can discern. As you relay this information, as you're basically talking while you're looking, you basically relay that these guys look like scrubs, conscripts. And that you remember one thing the courier said when you stopped him is that stories are passed along about you guys and how you are monsters. terrorists. You're a public enemy number 1 through 6. You are a nasty group of mercenaries who has been terrorizing the Mars Company ever since you arrived in Glacier Keep. That they tell stories of how you slaughtered and ran through 40 people, 40 soldiers of veteran grade to make your way out of the Glacier Keep, and then you assaulted by yourself Ravenholm and took it back by taking out the man in red. Your reputation precedes you from what the courier said.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what you're getting at.
These are conscripts. They have
Mhm.
minimal amount
We
of
can use
military
fear.
training.
No, I get it.
They-
That's what I'm saying. Is he telling us to use intimidation? Because that would be fucked. I have a +0.
I have a plus
Not-
13 to intimidation.
Not to use intimidation. Who here has watched The Princess Bride?
Come on, bro. Yes. It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
It's been a
classic.
really long time, but
scene-
yeah.
It's been
The
a long time, but
scene-
yeah.
The scene
talking
where they are
movies.
assaulting the castle and they put Andre the Giant in a wagon in a Holocaust cloak and light it on fire as Indigo pushes him towards the gate.
Did you just say indigo?
My nose is fucking stuffed to shit. I will put my foot in your rear.
Inigi Ubuntu,
Anyway,
oh,
you see them pushing the giant towards the gate in a flaming Holocaust cloak. Because the people they're dealing with were conscripts. They were low tier, shit kick soldiers who only knew stories.
So you want us to
Anything
put us in a wagon?
dress me up to be real scary.
I could. Grim, can I cast? Okay, say we have this cloak upon our big boy here, right? Right. And I'm underneath of that cloak, right?
Uh-huh.
And I cast a spell that puts a tire, so to speak, upon my person. Would it be upon my person or upon his person?
What do you mean? You mean a tire? Like,
Spirit shroud.
okay. I would say that if you were in super close proximity to a certain person, that they would probably share that shroud because of how close you were. You just have to be literally in their personal space the entire time.
Bet.
Hugging him.
We need to fashion harness for you to be on me under the cloak.
You will not be walking, so I will just sit underneath of you, I suppose.
Okay.
Or crouch walk. I will make work. It's fine.
He's gonna C crouch.
Walk.
He's gonna A pose, guys. Watch out. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, Gross is T posing for dominance. Fuck.
You know, now we gotta get Mr. Tabaxi in there too.
1, you can't talk. 2, I have a cloak.
This is
Also,
our character,
Nameless doesn't
so-
have to be there because he can sneak around. He is small enough and
I-
has the tools necessary. But
So, yeah, I can
the
also
other
sneak around.
two, no, you fucking can't.
I have a plus 13 to stealth.
And if I
So
cast
you-
Pass without trace, so within 30 feet of him,
It's a plus 23. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so that's 2 of 3.
The only person that right now screwed is Okros.
And he could
I mean,
probably
not
defeat.
loaded.
I see the hydrate, KK. I have to go get my water bottle from downstairs. I'm trying to
Well,
have them decide a plan.
You go do that. We're gonna brainstorm.
You're gonna
so,
brainstorm.
yeah.
Okay.
Go get your water.
She said drink, bitch.
She did
So-
say drink, bitch. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back in a second.
Hail hydrate.
Bye. So Yuri says you got a plus 13. I don't think Pass Without Trace would be good to cast on you. I probably should cast on
Well,
Odoros.
it works on everyone
It's an
within
AoE, yeah.
30 feet of you, so
No.
it would hit me and him. So I'd go up to plus 13, and he'd go up
Does
to
it?
23. Yeah,
Yes, I'm 100%
it works
positive.
up to like 6
So,
people, I think, within your
works-
radius
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
It does say each creature I choose. Okay, so yeah, you're right. So I can cast it for all
So
three of us.
would it work on the carriage too, or just the people's?
It's just the
Just
people.
people,
It
just
doesn't work on
creatures.
people.
It does not work on inanimate objects.
It'd be kind of based if it did.
It would be pretty awesome, but
Yeah,
Like, although I
totally
kind of
be
a
OP.
small portion of me really wants to fucking try and just just unleash terror upon this.
bro. If Creed was here, I would say yeah, let's go for it.
yeah.
That's the only reason why I said I haven't said let's just fucking break down the doors.
Because we don't have a creed.
Well, yeah, that would be an additional person. Plus, he's a paladin, right? So his defense should be pretty insane.
He's
Yeah.
definitely got considerably higher AC
think
than
he
any of the
had-
rest of us.
Right, he'd be a
Wasn't
tank.
he at like 20?
I mean, my AC's a 17. It's not that bad.
Mine's
And
at
mine's 15.
No, wait, mine's at 17 as well. I forgot I've got an item
And I
that
have
gives me +1.
111 health, so like I'm really not worried about fighting.
My AC.
That's not
But
that I'm
you
worried
can
about fighting.
actually
It's just,
switch over to that weapon.
I'm looking
that I
at it right
gave
now. His AC is 24.
you? Or
My
no?
His AC is 24. I freaking knew it was something insane.
Yeah, his
I
AC is
have-
24 with 74 health.
I have not swapped over to that weapon yet.
Oh.
I'm holding on to that weapon.
My AC is 16 with 73 health.
And mine's a 15 with 94 health. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, he would be a fucking tank. But he's not here.
Yeah, I almost moved up to a tank, but I just decided to enhance that new weapon instead of for damage over armor.
What I think we should try to do is try
fair,
to
though,
get into the castle, and then we could just wreak havoc.
To be fair though, if you need to fucking do some shit with that, you're more than welcome. Or with that item, with that item slot, you're welcome to do whatever you need to do.
Oh no, I can
we
infuse
get the
4.
town, we get the harbor too. Are they two separate entities? Because from the way Birdman sound is, we have to get the harbor.
We
Harbor
need
is
to-
the whole thing.
Yeah, the harbor is the entire reason we're here.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But like,
Yeah, the harbor is the entire region. But the commander would be held up in this castle, and I think if we
Yeah.
destroy everybody in that, anybody else on the outside would be pretty easy to deal with at that point.
I mean, yeah, you could just
Hmm.
let Yuri go have a snack.
Yuri, take a walk.
I can't wait for someone to go to tell him to take a walk.
Oh, I got you, brother. I got you.
Cause like I've got so
yeah, isn't it about time you eat anyways?
so I got this fucking new cool fucking thing, right? With since I paid the money for the goddamn thing, for the goddamn book, so I can change it over in Roll20. And one of the abilities that I picked up is form of dread, right? You manifest you manifest as an aspect of your patron's dreadful power. As a bonus action, you
Ooh.
transform for 1 minute. Gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your warlock level. Whenever I hit a creature, it has to make a wisdom saving throw or be terrified of me, and I'm immune to being frightened. The appearance of your form of dread reflects an aspect of your patron. For example, you could you could be a shroud of shadows, forming the crown and robes of your lich patron.
Holy
Or in
shit.
this case, shadows and blue flame.
Mm-hmm. If I saw that shit walk out of a fucking if I'm a new ass raw
Okay,
boot
that's
recruit
fire.
and I see that shit walk out of the fog at me, I'm leaving, dog. Fuck you and fuck this shit. Put a bullet in me because I'm not dying to that.
Bird's just
Whatever
over
you-
there eating a Pop-Tart.
The bullet you're gonna put in my head for desertion is gonna be less painful than whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, Berg can sit there and eat a pop tart. I don't care if he hears all this. He's gonna hear all of it eventually, anyways.
Mm.
Let the man enjoy his popcorn.
He's giving us time to plan everything out. So, are we gonna try to stealthily get in this castle and
I'd
then
say-
wreck shit?
I would say try our best to get in stealthily, and if shit goes tits up, we could probably take these dudes without much problem.
Yeah, if it goes tits up, it goes tits up. Yeah, I'm not really too concerned at that point. I just
Yeah,
want to make
I'm
sure we
not-
get the strongest people in here,
I'm not
Yeah.
sweating it.
and then hopefully Aura knows to wild shape back into herself and start casting shit if Nez gets cornered or fucked up.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
into
gonna start
something
throwing
exceptionally
hands as a
dangerous.
fucking mouse. I'm gonna put my
Ye-
fucking mouse dukes up.
Uh,
I'm gonna wild shape out of a mouse.
You could totally pull like a fucking Tom and Jerry shit or whatever. Just like put up your dukes or whatever, like you're gonna box, and then just lightning strike. Yeah. So plan is move stealth. If tits up, then tits up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try our best, and if things go poorly, they go poorly.
Everyone else okay with that?
Let's
Does
get
anybody else have
over it.
anything else?
no, I'm just happy I got Aura with me, so I'm not 100% alone if shit goes wrong.
Let's slide in these castles DMs.
Yeah. Bernie, down with your pop tart. You still enjoying it?
Lucifer will remember that.
I'm having a moment with my Pop Tart. I'm having a good
You-
quiet moment.
You have a
Are you
fucking
having-
moment then.
Are you having a sexual moment with your Pop Tart?
No.
I mean, it sounds like you're getting aroused by your pop tart, but yeah.
Look, depending on what kind of Pop Tart it is, I don't actually blame you.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what flavor is it?
That's a good question. What flavor is it?
It looks like strawberry.
No, it's
Some
like
of them,
off-brand. It's
some Pop-Tarts
brown
taste
sugar,
like the base.
brown sugar cinnamon.
Ooh.
Oh, those are the best.
Oh, that is the best one.
My fucking go-to.
They're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this pony show on the road.
No, Burn is
Oh.
enjoying his pop tart. Will you let him
He's
enjoy his
done it.
pop tart?
Sitting there eating my fucking
done.
Pop Tart and shut
Like,
the fuck
chill
up.
the fuck out.
Why are you fucking?
You can't even
throwing
talk right
mouse
now.
hands.
No, you're a freaking mouse.
You are a mouse
All the-
person.
All the DM hears is squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah.
Here, I have solution.
No,
I'm
not
on
that. Ow, what the fuck?
That was my eardrum.
Jesus, you fucking dick.
You in the hat you wear on your head.
Why did I feel like that was what you were gonna hit?
Fucking Christ, get boot fucked.
I knew I wasn't expecting it to be that loud though. Oh,
Nobody laughed at the boot fuck thing. I'm a little disappointed.
You rage.
I'm laughing. I just was trying to get Pop Tart off my teeth.
I hate you sometimes.
I know it's
Shit.
okay. Everybody does.
Anyway, so you guys have a plan. Are you ready to execute said plan?
So we go try real hard.
No.
Hold on.
No, you are a mouse. Mice do not have southern accents. Fuck off.
Character. Are we sure we want to send me in with Nez? Like low key, I have a curse hanging over my head.
Yeah, but
Oh, no.
he still
I
needs
mean, I know
backup.
what I'm doing. I'm the one that cursed you to top it off.
Mm,
Okay,
mhm.
let's go. You did this to yourself.
So
Was it you or was it me? 'Cause I thought I gave her 2 and
Oh,
Rage
Mhm.
that did it.
It
Yours
was-
is the
it was
general
a curse
Yeah.
fight between her and Rage last session, which was very
And
funny.
oh yeah, and then I jumped on the curse train after that
Mhm.
one.
yeah, and I
Ooh.
believe I won that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
Just
did.
saying.
So
I was not continuing.
Nez, you easily, over the time of preparing the items in question for both Okros and yourself, you load your flare into Lucifer, you give Okros his 2 grenades, and you step out of the carriage as you focus your mind on forming yourself into the shape of the courier you met. Much as Okros said before, your face that is still burned from the balefire that you saved Creed from does have that burn mark still persist after you shift. But otherwise, you look like a spitting image of the man you met on the road. Armed with your revolver and the mouse in your pocket.
Oh, hold on.
You s-
Hold on before he leaves. I want to cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
I mean, you could do that after. Sure.
Oh,
All
I
right.
would do that before he leaves, so that way he has it, and
But
or has
no,
it
if he
too in case I need
moves
it.
out of the radius, he loses it until.
No, it's you have to cast
No,
it in the radius,
Oh, right. No,
Yeah.
no. Right. I forgot
and
about
then
that.
it lasts
Yeah.
for 10 minutes or something like that. I can't remember.
An hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then both Nez and Aura will have the benefit of Pass Without Trace while they are doing their business. So
What the fuck did the wall shake?
Hey, that's
Nez,
at a second level. Do you want me to roll or
yeah, go for it.
try to keep
It's
the
really
immersion here,
cool.
buddy?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You
18.
are correct.
Which should be right on the mark.
Just on the
Woo.
mark. It's any one
Woo.
higher, it would have been bad. It would have been
Oh, dear.
something.
Stealth minus 10.
Yeah, it just makes all your shit louder. Inverse.
As you
Pass
move,
with
your
trace.
fur bristles against
You're
itself.
walking with the like flamenco dancers.
No, it
Pass
just
the
it turns.
fucking train horns.
It's pass with trace. You become a cryptid. Like everyone knows where you are, but all the pictures they take are extremely fuzzy. But you just attract everyone's attention. It's fine. Anyway, so Nez and Aura, you two set off towards the gate. Nez, you are fully shifted. You have the satchel. You have left any of your other gear behind that may identify you as someone of not as you say, but you do have your weapons on your person. As you approach the gate, you see that a number of the people that are standing around the gatehouse seem to carry the same rank on your shoulder like yourself, meaning that they are more than likely foot soldiers, much like what Nameless told you. You approach the gate, and they don't really seem to turn to see you. So you just simply are now standing in front of these people who are having a conversation at the bar gate that's in front of you.
If they're not going to stop me, I'm just going to keep walking and continue my mission.
So what it looks is that you are coming down the road and there is a bar across it, like when you're going into a parking deck, with two guys who are having a conversation at it, and then behind them are the doors to the gate that are open. And you see
We're
six other
Invisible,
people.
are we not?
You're not invisible, no. Also, you're a mouse.
Stay in the pocket. Shush.
She is in the pocket.
I'm in the pocket.
So you just are standing in front of the bar gate waiting for someone to give you clearance, and they just don't even seem to notice that you're there.
So they don't notice I'm there. So I'm gonna
You
speak
pass
up.
without
Hey
trace
guys,
on us.
You speak up, and the two guys at the gate turn around and jump into the fucking air. They go, "Hey, you fucking made me nearly shit my fucking pants. How long you been fucking standing there?"
long enough to listen to your conversation. Shit.
Fucking walk louder next time. Jesus. The fact, just, what do you want?
Walk louder.
I got scrolls I got to bring in that are important.
Okay, everyone has scrolls that are important. Why are your scrolls important?
I want to pull out the scroll and show all the
Seals and
reasons
stuff
why
on it.
Commander.
Yeah.
the seals like and all that.
They look at it, their eyes get really big and go, "Oh yeah. Go and yeah. It seems that you made it okay. Did you run into any trouble along the road?"
A little, but I dealt with it. They
Good,
won't be
good.
following me.
Good. The commander's waiting for the. Yep, go ahead. Yep. To move. as he's like pulling the other guy away from the bar as he raises it, just like, oh, we shouldn't delay you. Go ahead, keep going. Yep. As you can see that there is a person standing in the doorway of the actual guardhouse that is looking at them, and you see that he has more chevrons on his shoulder and just has a very disappointed face on looking at them. And he just gives you a slight nod as you walk past the guardhouse as he steps out, and you hear him just start smoking the shit out of those people at the bar gate.
Oh. Poor bastard. Do push-ups! Do push-ups!
And the rest of them just don't really pay you any mind. They either continue with their conversations, or they're just milling about doing their patrols, cleaning weapons, or checking fences, etc. And you simply walk through the open doors of this large 30-foot gate that leads into the main district of Westminster, as according to your map is called Narrow Song. And the directions to the castle are relatively straightforward. There's cobblestone path that goes from this gate to the center, known as the Grove, and then to the northwest that leads to the castle. Not hard to miss.
Question.
Yes.
Am I seeing this dude just berate these two other
Oh yeah.
fools?
Oh,
Okay.
you're sitting back far enough that they don't see you, but you're watching them get the shit smoked out of them. Just imagine if it was Salty doing the smoking is essentially what's going on.
I actually imagined the reverse, and it made me really happy.
Oh, I mean, that's also fair. What was Nate's most hated drill sergeant? Was Staff Sergeant White was a recurring character in the last campaign who kept falling around. He was like, no. This is actual fucking DI and ODS. What a
So at
time.
this point, I want to turn to Yuri and tell him what's going on. So those poor fools at the gatehouse are being just drilled into right now. This might be a good time for us to try to walk past.
I was just going to walk over a wall, frankly.
Okay, but what about the big lion dude?
You're just like, I'm just gonna
walk over the wall.
I'm just gonna fucking cartoon 3D, just zoom.
Fucking hell.
Could it be how you say krillish? No, I'm kidding.
Krill issue, I swear to God.
Have
Steal
you
my
never
joke.
heard krill issue?
Don't steal it from me, you bastard. I used it on you. My fucking heart just broken.
Anyways, so do you think we should try to sneak in now?
Duh. We should go.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna pat the wagon and say thanks for looking after the wagon and the horse's creed, and we're gonna walk.
You do a walk.
And Warfin.
And Warfin, who's doing a snooze.
Mhm.
Doing a big ol' fucking snooze. So
Not gonna lie, totally forgot about him, but okay.
it's alright. He's been having issues. So
Yeah.
you keep on doing a walk towards the gatehouse. You see those two guys at the bar gate are just getting the shit chewed out of them. Till eventually the sergeant seems to be happy with his anger being put on these two idiots that he has watching the bar gate and goes back to the guardhouse. They are now both standing at attention, staring straight forward, spears in hand, not moving. While you guys approach through the wood line towards the gate.
Perhaps not such a good time anymore.
Nope, guess not. Was hoping he was gonna stay there a little bit longer.
You guys see that in the thickened part of the wood line you're sitting in, you're about 30-40 yards from the bar gate, which is only about 20 or so yards from the actual doors. You see, like, their heads aren't even moving. You're off in their peripherals.
Well, it kind of doesn't look like they're checking anybody now. Maybe we can move in with the crowd.
What the worst thing could happen?
Things go tits up and we have fun.
Duh.
Glad we're on the same page for once, Yuri.
It's weird feeling though.
Aren't you always on the
Oh,
same page?
I hate every second of it. Don't get me wrong, but at least we're on the same page for once.
Why hate every second?
Because I'm on the same page with you.
What? What? Later, we will. You will explain later.
But let's just get ready to rumble.
So you can see from your position, like I said before, about 30, 40 yards away is the bar gate with the 2 guards standing behind it. Past them is a small guard house where you would imagine the veteran sergeant is in, or the guard sergeant is in there. There are 4 other guards that are patrolling kind of around the edge of the road leading to the gate. And then, of course, there is the open gate, the open doors to the gate leading into the city. At this point in time, at this time of night, there isn't a lot of people coming in and out of the city. There's a few, not many. And you can tell that the 2 at the gate are relatively focused at just staring straight forward at the road. The rest of them seem to be patrolling with or doing normal jobs with relative ease, whether checking lines, checking fences, checking weapons, etc. That possibly, with the right amount of finesse and a little bit of planning, you could get past them without spooking anyone. But that comes down to what happens next.
So, Yuri, do you want to go with the plan of wish the motherfucker would and just walk right on through?
Since it looks like, it's from OSC standpoint. Since it looks like we can just make, we are able to just walk on through. Yeah.
All right, DM, we're just gonna break on through.
All right. So I'm going to need stealthy checks from all of you.
All of us, like the 3 of them.
Yes, the 3 of them that are
So,
currently walking in, not you. You're in a
plus-
pocket.
with a +10 from thing,
With
right?
a +10, yeah.
Yes, with
That's
a +10 from
So I don't exist because that's a 40.
very
Yeah,
good.
I got 21.
I
Very
don't
good.
exist.
Holy
I
shit.
don't exist. I
I
look
got
over here, he's just
26.
gone.
You're just poops in
Yuri, where'd you go?
Right, and Okros.
No, Cisco.
26.
Very good. So let me see if any of them are smart enough. No. 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 Still no.
They're privates,
No.
of course they're not.
Nope. And the sergeant, nope, he's busy doing paperwork. So you were able to watch and observe. You almost see cones come out of their eyes that seem to be blue and cast themselves upon the ground, almost like their view cones. Their visual range is now outlined to you. And you simply wait for it to turn away from you as you just become one with the stealth genre. As you just scoot the boot in between these visual cones and make your way through the open gate into the city. You pass a cardboard box on your way in that's on your right hand side that just seems to be sitting in the middle of the gate. It's a large cardboard box. Just chilling.
Is it okra sized?
No, it is not Okro sized.
Damn it.
What are you planning on doing? Like, being a
He's
little
gonna
bush
fuck-
in a cardboard box and just like twinkle your toes a little bit and then stop and twinkle a little bit and stop? Like,
No,
what are
he's
you
gonna be a
doing?
fuck. He's gonna fucking Metal Gear Solid this shit.
Wait. But no, it's
At,
not big
at
enough.
first, it doesn't look like it's Okro sized. But you get a little closer and you think maybe, just maybe,
I think we gave the DM an idea. That's so bad. Oh shit.
Oh God, God.
This is going to look around and see if anybody is watching.
no one is watching.
Oh
They're all
God,
busy
here we
patrolling
go.
the gate. You now seem to be
He
in
puts it on the
a
box.
you seem to be in a group of crowded people that are near the gate that are just either milling about or just like getting ready to go into the city or coming out or just fucking about. So you simply go up to the box. No one pays you much mind. You seem to be blending in relatively well, even due to your size. And you kneel down to the box. See that its flaps are open on the ground as if someone just dumped whoever was inside and just set it on the ground with ease. And you go to lift the box. You lift up one side, cracking it off the surface. And as you go to lift it up, you are now eyes to eyes with a man in a full black bodysuit pointing a musket at your face.
Oh
I
God.
squint, give him a nod, and put the box back down.
He looks at you and simply goes, Occupado.
My man's just taking a shit. Leave him be.
Fucking cardboard outhouse.
You put it back down as the man is crunched up in said box, pointing the weapon at you as you slowly put the box back down over him. And as you do, you see it rise a little and then disappear into the crowd.
That or he's enjoying a nice and sacred combat jack.
You can't say that, fucking asshole.
Fucking
I
God.
can't say what.
Oh,
I mean, he is the moist of the moist.
Yeah,
You know what?
You know,
Yeah.
few people know what actually know what a combat jack is, bro.
You think people can't figure it out from fucking context?
You'd
I
be
mean, I
surprised.
figured it out from context.
All
Just
right.
I
let you know.
instantly knew what you were talking about.
It's 'cause you
Yeah.
have IQs above 4. So like,
Your IQ's above.
Oh, so you're saying Jenna didn't know what the fuck you were talking about?
Oof. Oof.
I'm Googling it.
Jenna, did you know what I was talking about?
We're not going to dwell on it. Rex, as you looked in the box, you saw there was a man in the box who was trying to sneak past, and fucking the reference was missed. It's fine. The box has disappeared. You are now in the crowd.
Oh,
What the fuck are they, Alice in
Really?
Chains now?
you could have had your dick shot off.
There was a man in the box, but he was doing a sneaky breaky, and you interrupted his sneaky.
There's a man in a box. It's a man in a box, girl.
It's barely doing a combat jack.
It's a
Anyway,
man in a
Jesus.
box.
Step
anyway,
one.
How to get
Hey.
demonetized 101.
yeah, how to get
Yeah.
demonetized. So, the box disappears into the crowd as the rest of you also do so. Nez and Or, you have been making your way relatively quickly and efficiently towards the castle, as no one's really stopped you and no one really seems to pay you any mind as you walk past them. The rest of you, though, seem to
Aura.
dart in and
Haha.
out of the alleyways and such as you are looking for anyone in the red armor that you now know most of the military here wears. You are now inside of Narrow's Song, if you remember the map correctly. But none of you really remember the way to get to the castle from here. As the
Can we
person who
not
has
see
the map.
castle over things?
I mean, you are in a pretty dense part of the city. You could probably try and find your way to a place that's less dense.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm sorry, stealth.
You can
We're
see up
looking-
ahead
Nez.
that down the cobblestone road leads to a large plaza. Probably
Nez,
be a
we
good
might
place
get
to
smoked
start.
here.
And as you just continue moving with relative ease,
I
you
stay in
move
the
past a
castle.
large temple on the right-hand side as you get towards the castle gates. As you approach, the same questions are asked of who you are and what do you want. And as you reach the front gates, you can see that these guards are definitely more experienced than the people you pass at the front. Not only do their ranks look significantly different and more advanced than yours, but they seem very grizzled and stern. Almost that they were picked specifically to stand here and make sure that no one comes into the castle grounds unless specifically asked. So they ask you the question. State your business.
I'm here to deliver the scrolls that I've been trying to get here this whole time, and I pull the scroll out to show them.
We'll take that from here. Your duty is done. Collect your payment at the recruitment center down the street. Your service is appreciated.
And then, do they have me something to prove that I can get the payment?
Yeah, like a voucher, I guess. Hand you like a receipt.
I
So
Validate
we,
your
want to
parking.
make sure.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
Go
gonna
validate
take
your
this
parking.
money.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, no, 100%.
Are we at the front door of the castle?
Yeah, you're basically at the front gate of the castle. Yes.
Okay. Out of character,
Mm-hmm.
opinions here. Should crawl out of his armor and run into the castle.
Okay. Yeah, you do so. You easily
No, I was asking for opinions from my compatriots.
they're
No.
not with you to give you that
No,
advice.
that's
Also,
why I said
I
out of
can't.
Also, we don't speak mouse.
I can't comprehend.
character.
Yeah, it's out of character, but at this point it's your
Do what you
choice.
want.
I just wanted to get everyone's opinions because I've been done making dumb choices.
Every
I mean,
choice is
it
dumb in D&D. What do
suits-
you
He's got a point one. Two, we've also cleaned up after your dumb things every fucking
Like-
time. So we're pretty used
You
to it.
know what? My dumb choice got us 2 6-legged horses, okay?
Did we didn't
Whoa,
need-
whoa. She's happy about the horses now that has 6 legs.
Shut up.
Only when she's trying to prove a point.
Yep.
So
Only
I
if it's your narrative.
decided
So
Proving
Nez,
out here,
you
he
go
decided-
towards or you easily
I'm gonna make him
dismount.
try and get into the castle.
Yes. You easily run past the guards. I'm not going to have you roll stealth because you're so small and you have pass without trace on still that you are easily able to get past them and into the castle.
Hee.
Nez, you don't even notice your pocket becomes lighter as you walk towards the recruitment center, where inside they look at you and you see that there is a little window with a wooden sign above it says payments and voucher redeem, with a small sign on the desk says validating parking as well.
Okay,
Jeez.
hold up. Parking for what? I gotta fucking know. What the
Horses,
Wagons, obviously.
carriages, large military horse-drawn vehicles. What do you want?
UFOs.
You UFOs?
I
Someone
wanna know the
drives a
parking
trebuchet
ticket.
to work?
No, I want him to get his. I want someone to get a parking ticket for their fucking their 1776 Dodge Charger.
Well, there are a few parking tickets for Mustangs, but that's irrelevant.
I'm
mean,
just trying to
it
figure out
also-
what that.
I
hold
so
on,
fucking
hold on.
hate you. I love you, but
I
I
am-
fucking hate you, Graham.
I'm
Who's
really
the
trying to figure out what the
fucking-
hell
I'll agree
a
with him on that.
1776 Dodge Charger would look like.
It
At least
look
I'm not the only
look
one.
rank. It look rank is
At
what
least I'm
it'd
not
be.
the only one cracking dad jokes here.
Is it-
If nobody else saw my stream comment.
No.
Oh, I saw
So-
it, but
1776, huh?
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Did someone just name their fucking horse Charger and that's what it is?
Yep.
Yep.
No, they named
basically.
it Mustang.
They put the
Mustang
fancy
Sally.
armor on it with, like, you know, the chrome accents and all. Yeah, you know.
The
Is it
turbocharger's
just
just
broken
like a
down?
pinwheel.
Just fucking like dropped a tranny right there. This is a Dodge.
Yeah. So
I
What do you say when it takes a
we be
shit?
dropping trains.
anyway,
We're referring to
so
transmission.
Nez, you walk into the recruitment center. Like I said, you see a window. You see a lot of windows for recruitment information. You see the one on the far right is for payments and voucher redeems with a small sign that says parking validation. Multiple tickets are on the counter already for different Mustangs that are parked out front that are overdue. You find yourself in an empty queue, and as you approach the counter, they simply say, "Put the voucher in the slot, we'll get you your money." And
Slap it down.
you slap it down with authority. They, "Here is your payment. Thank you for your service." And it is a small coin purse with 10 silver and a ticket for one of Uncle Ben's giant turkey legs from the mess hall down the street.
Oh, I want a goddamn turkey leg.
Does he even notice I'm gone? Sorry, I missed that.
No,
No,
he
he
has not
didn't.
noticed you're gone.
Nope. I'm not gonna say this out loud.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna shake that pouch
Uh-huh.
and look at it and go, huh, this was worthless. And then just put it in my pocket.
It's worthless to you. It was worth something to somebody.
I'm just
You're
thinking
like,
yourself a
I
few
just
free
know
you're
that
like,
tickets.
I
turkey
have
leg is
90
good.
gold I have 90 gold piece. That's 900 silver, and I'm getting paid 10. And you're like, wait, now I know all the recruits are being paid. Now I know why they're sad all the time. Like, oh man.
So
Oh
you're gonna
no.
put it in your pocket, you said?
Does he think back to those of us that are not getting paid a fucking thing?
No.
Pretty sure you jumped in my right pocket and I'm gonna put this in my left.
Yep.
Okay.
So you put it in your pocket and you exit the recruitment station and down to the mess hall. And you find a counter that simply says voucher redeem. Did
Invalidate
you
your
slap it down again?
Oh yeah.
You slap it down with authority. And you hear in the back, "Hey Mark, we got one of them big old turkey legs." And they bring out this turkey leg. And when you hear Uncle Ben's giant turkey leg emporium and restaurant, you imagine it's gonna be big. But this
It's
thing's fucking
measly.
massive.
Oh.
It looks like it came off of a dire chicken or a dire turkey or some kind of large avian creature that is obscenely large for its size. You don't understand how it looks. It looks almost like something out of the Flintstones. Like you could use it as a great club.
I'm so happy you
Thing.
said that because that's actually where I was going.
It's easily 20 pounds of dark meat on a bone that is easily 8 inches thick. And it's hard for you to even like pick up the turkey leg to bring it to the table. And everyone's looking at it. All the other people who are in the mess hall, all the new FNGs and the privates are looking at it. They're all salivating. They're like, "Oh man, he must have done a real good job. He got one of them fucking turkey legs." Like, he's gonna get a free trip to the gift shop, motherfucker.
I get back to the table. Well, the coin purse was pathetic, but this
I just
is
imagine you
something
sitting
else.
there, just being like, this is what I want.
Jesus.
I'm gonna give Okros these ideas in my head.
And so you sit with
This is
your
what I want out of my life.
your giant turkey leg at the mess hall table as Aura has deuced and has gone into the castle, and the other three are making their own theme music while sneaking down the cobblestone path to the grove.
Dun 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 dun.
Thank God you rolled a 40.
Right? That fucking 40, dog.
Did you roll a nat 20 plus?
No.
I rolled a
plus-
19.
He rolled a 19.
So close.
So, like, honestly, close enough.
Yeah. So, you all finally make it down to the plaza. Again, relatively easy. You stick to the shadows, you stick to the alleyways. You maneuver through the buildings as you follow the cobblestone path as it leads to the center of the town. You finally find an open area, and to the northwest, you can clearly see the walls of the castle, along with a spire sticking out above the tips of the buildings that are now sitting in districts to the northwest. You can hear the crashing of waves over the clamor of people, and you see that to your due west and due north, that the harbor now sits in the North District and the Rat Docks. But you can clearly see the castle in front of you to the northwest. And as you guys move across the plaza to find a nice spot to pitch up, you see a large building here specifically that simply says Recruitment Center, Mars Company. Next to it, another large building to its east simply says Mess Hall. And through the window, you can see a man sitting at a table with a turkey leg that is easily 5 feet long and must weigh something to 30 pounds. And he looks ecstatic.
It was a 5-foot fucking turkey.
Just the leg. So it's easily like a 14
yeah.
footer.
The fuck?
It was a dire
So Eric
turkey, man.
Oka-
He became an ostrich.
Think about it. You know how big turkeys are? Think about it. If it's thigh bone, its femur is 5 feet long. How big is the rest of the turkey?
Big enough for me to shit myself.
Yeah.
How the fuck did
But-
somebody shoot it?
Very carefully. They use the flying guillotine, just like a whole ass guillotine. But you look through the window
Guillotine.
and you can just see this man sitting with his giant turkey leg and he's just smiling from ear to ear.
Do we recognize him?
You can definitely take a little look. Give me a quick perception there with advantage because you got your special eyes.
At 12.
So you can relatively see from this distance, and not any massive detail, but you can easily tell that it's more than likely Nez in disguise as he's sitting there with this giant turkey leg and he's just holding his arms out, pointing at it, just like this. This is what it's all about.
Just to like jump in. Maybe they can hear this. I didn't think it would be this big.
That's what she said.
God damn it.
Ah,
I whispered it first.
but you didn't, so it's okay.
But yeah, so you guys, as you're sitting in the plaza looking at the pathway to the castle, and you see Nez eating a giant turkey leg, having the time of his life, you see that at the gate of the castle are two well-armored and armed guards that seem to have a different sense about them than the ones you snuck past in the gatehouse.
I'm gonna turn to Yuri and basically say, well, now we know why we didn't get any signal. He's too busy with a fucking turkey leg.
It does look quite tasty.
Oh, don't get me
It
wrong,
does.
but signal first, then eat turkey leg.
Fair point. A fair point.
Your stomach doesn't do this because you're undead. But
I don't
Nameless and
eat.
Okros, your stomachs do a little bit of grumble as you realize you've been only eating rations for the last week, trying to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. You, a string of jealousy hits you as you're like, I want that turkey leg.
Lucky bastard. Uh,
So,
You
what do
gotta
you
give
guys
me
do
some
from
tuna
here?
after this.
I'm in the castle. I'm
I
waiting.
know you are. So you all basically sit and watch as you plan your next move, as now you have to go across the plaza, and now you're also extremely hungry. And a little hangry, but mostly hungry. As we swivel the camera over to a mouse who has found their way into the foyer of a large castle between the feet
Yeah.
of both the butler and the knights, armored guards that seem to be patrolling the foyer as well as the rest of it. Inside Aura, through the main door, you see that behind the main door are 4 armored individuals, well, with a number of people in plain clothes, more than likely butlers, servants, administration, things along that nature, people who are not combat staff. And
Huh.
you just continue on going. Now, in front of you, you see a hallway to your left and to your front, and then stairs to your right.
I kind of want to hide in a dark corner and listen to see if somebody can, like, says where to go without me having to, like, make that decision on my own.
Okay. You see, there's a dark corner by the staircase where a number of people are currently standing around mingling at the base of it. They all seem to be interesting looking folks. Maybe they could give you some information. Roll perception.
Hold on, let me get to my sheet. Roll perception.
Yes.
That is 12, because, my +8 didn't help me when I roll a fucking 4.
With the 12, you're still able to get a little bit of information, specifically aimed towards that the commander is waiting on these scrolls that just got delivered. As you see, one of the servants is carrying the satchel that you brought into town with Nez, and he's heading up the stairs.
I would like to follow the servant.
You go to follow the servant, and you look at the stairs and realize you are a fucking mouse. There's no way you're going to be able to get up these stairs.
Am I able to? Is the satchel low enough that I can get into the satchel?
Give me acrobatics.
Why couldn't it be athletics? Damn it! A 20.
Very nice. With a
Nat or
natural
dirty?
20, with a nat 20, not only does that give you another fate point, but also you scramble up the column at the bottom of the staircase and simply launch yourself at the satchel with all the confidence in the world. And you simply are able to grab onto and pull yourself into said satchel. As you hear the servant or the courier, or whatever you wish to call him, continue to talk about how he needs to bring this up the stairs and that why does the commander need this? We know what we're doing. We have control of the harbor. Why is he waiting on messages from a keep no one wants to hold? And you continue to hear him grumble and whine as you hear multiple doors open and you feel the satchel is set down as he begins to converse with someone saying, Commander Iron, I have brought the satchel the courier has delivered, Everything seems to be in check. No seals
You
are
say
broken.
ire or iron?
Ire.
Okay.
All the scrolls are here, unopened and sealed as you requested. I imagine it is dire news if you asked for it so specifically traveled. You hear some deep rumblings from the other side of the room that you can't really make out as the servant simply goes, "Of course, I will leave you to your duties." And you hear footsteps and a door close.
I would like to weasel my way out of this before the commander picks it up.
You go to poke your head out, and you see that you are kind of the opening you poke your head out of is pointed towards the back of the room where the commander is standing. You can see him that he sticks out relatively well. A deep red armor with silver trim along the pauldrons, multiple different metals and different pieces of material that have been welded onto his armor of all from what you'd imagine different conflicts, different wars he's won. His helmet sits on his desk that has a large red plumage that comes off of it. It looks very official. And he simply begins staring at a mirror for a moment as he seems to think. You see that his face is sullen and scarred, that his hair is short and gray. You see that he has one tusk that pops out of his mouth, the other one seems to be broken or just non existent. His skin is a dark, ashy green, as he just seems to be large and very much imposing.
What is he, a damn rhino?
You know that he's an orc, a large
Oh.
one at that. And so, with that, he seems to stare at the mirror for a moment, and then he walks towards the table as you pop yourself out and get yourself off the table into the center or to a corner of the room.
Is there windows in this room?
There are 3 windows behind his desk.
Which way do they face?
Outside,
I know, but like if I was to look out that window, what would I see, smartass?
you don't know you're a mouse.
I'm asking if the mess hall is visible from these windows.
You don't know you're a small mouse. You also don't know where the mess hall is. You were in a pocket.
I know, but
You've
still.
basically been blind to the entire navigation process thus far.
Fine.
You can see that they're windows and they go outside, but past that,
Okay.
you're a mouse hiding in a corner of a room.
Staying in my corner. Go back to the guys.
So, go into your corner and you hide in the darkness relatively well as you see the commander come up to the table, lay his hands down on it, and breathe out a deep sigh. "I do not wish to speak to him at the moment. He troubles me whenever I speak to him. But I have to report as my duty." And you see that there is a metal contraption on the center of the table, almost like a bowl of sorts, multiple legs coming off it, all silver, aged, tarnished. You see him pick up a vial and dump it into the bowl, and then press a large button on the front of it. And when he does, the interior of the bowl begins to light up as a sphere begins to appear above it. A face appears in the sphere, one of pale olive skin and blonde hair.
Fucking Aries.
He's wearing armor that is dark as night with red trim. His eyes are a bright red as he stares through the sphere to the commander. He goes, "Commander Ire, You call me at this hour, I imagine it's good news. Or do you ask for another replacement for the lieutenant you lost on your own watch? The commander huffs and pulls out the scrolls as he breaks them open and he begins to read them over. I finally received the scrolls from the courier, Lord Ares. I've begun going over the results of the losses and casualties we suffered. According to the reports from what was gathered from what messages were sent out, is that whoever these individuals are have already been marked as public enemies number 1 through 6 and have been put with a very large bounty on their heads. The other part of it is that we do believe the losses were significant, as Leandros was released. The furrow of Ares' brow is visible through whatever spell the commander is utilizing. He goes, I am aware of the release of Leandros in his part he is playing. I also felt the change in the town of New Haven that you seem to have not assaulted yet. Why? The commander sighs again and pulls out another scroll. It seems that the reports are that we've lost the fort to the south, the Broken Talon. Something rampaged through it, tore down the central building, and one of the cannons was fired. It seems to have just destroyed the terrain, and now seems to be under the control of the resistance. The fury begins to build in Ares. You can see his brow continue to furrow farther as he begins to rub his temple. He goes, well then, what is stopping you from moving your forces from Thurbal and assaulting New Haven and removing these vermin from my region? The third scroll is open and unfurled. Another deep sigh from the commander as simply states that Thurbal has been removed from their control. Something or someone had been creating issues with their fighters in the city. Someone had been casting songs, singing something. There were mass murders and a serial killer was let loose. They never found it, but it started taking a toll on our own men. Every time that a song was played on the winds, a whistle that played deep within the souls of those around them, men started to die. It seems that an infirmary was burst into flames, a tavern was put under attack, and then the people seemed to rally behind one individual who had a scarred face. He must have done something quite wondrous to have a town full of belligerent, drunken farmers to fall in line behind them, and now they all seem to fall under the allegiance of the resistance. You hear a loud crack and slam from the other side of the sphere as you see Ares bring his armored fist down onto the table. It sounds like stone cracking under a hammer. So you mean to tell me that you have lost 3 of my locations in the region? You've lost Ravenholm to a bunch of degenerates and supposedly a dragon ridden by a bugbear? Then you lost the fort to scavengers, who then lost it again to a monster. That an army was led to besiege it. And now that army is no longer existent. And now the fort is gone, and now waves the flag of the resistance above its walls, pointing its guns in my direction. And then you lost Thurbal, the farmlands we require? To what? A man with a lute who seemed to be stronger than your own soldiers? Than the infirmary? And now they wave the resistance flag upon their arm. Why do I have you in charge? Why have I put you in a place of power if you are going to continue to fail me? You cost me my commander. And now you sit here failing your lord. You have 3 days. Fix the situation. The commander being berated is wide-eyed, and you can see that he trembles. He is definitely in a bad position with what's going on. He sees that there is one scroll left that hasn't been opened. Besides, of course, the map. He opens it, and he cracks it, and he looks over it, and he begins to chuckle. As it seems, Lord, that something has turned in our favor. It seems that the degenerates you've wanted may have come here after all. It seems that the breadcrumbs were left, and now something has come to roost. I will alert the guards immediately to begin searching for these individuals in our city. We will find them and we will execute them, so that they do not fail, that we do not fail, to make sure things are done to what needs to be. But we do have strange reports. The growling and gurgling from the woods continues to worsen, Lord Ares. What should we do about it? Ares simply looks at the commander, and with a smirk that is unsettling to see on a porcelain face, simply goes, "Burn it. It's my brother playing tricks once again. Burn the woods. Bury those bodies where they once were, even if it means salting the land they rise from. Nothing will live here, not even death. You have your orders. Be gone." The sphere disappears as the commander, now sweating bullets, stands at the table, shaking, after speaking with Ares.
Yeah, I had a thought, but that thought got retracted real fucking quick.
You now sit in the corner as you watch the commander put his arms on the table and kind of bow his head as he's just breathing heavily, trying to pull himself back together.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in my corner. I was gonna wild shape out and try and have a civil conversation with him, because he's clearly scared of Ares and doesn't want to speak to him either. But that changed real fast with that last scroll. I'm gonna stay a mouse and I'm gonna stay in my corner.
You hear Aura, heavy footfalls, and a loud thump outside the doors. They almost someone stomping and then something heavy falling. You hear a little bit of a gurgle almost. It's difficult to make out through the walls of the castle. You then hear a simple knock on the door. The commander pulls himself forward, going to the door, and opens it. He goes, "Who are you, and what are you doing in my commander zone?" As he speaks out towards the man, you see a large arm with a strange device in it come through the doorway and into the neck of the commander. You hear a hissing noise up as the device goes back through the doorway, along with the arm, as the commander falls to his knees, grabbing at his neck and his throat as you start to see foam and blue veins start to crawl up his face, his eyes rolling into the back of his head as he falls back onto his back, choking, and then finally going silent.
Shit.
Well, he just got dropped like a sack of fucking potatoes.
Down the hallway, you continue to start hearing screams and panic. You now realize you're not in a good situation.
No, and I'm a fucking mouse.
As you sit there trying to plan on what you're going to do and how you're going to get out of there, you hear the heavy footfalls once again. They walk to the doorway and stop.
Can I see the person in the door?
You can see not much. You see a shadow of a person on the door as the door opened away from you. You hear the boards creaking under their feet as they stand there listening. And as you sit there quietly, holding your breath, waiting ever patiently as a small mouse in a corner of a large room, you suddenly see a hand come around the doorframe, its fingers wrapping around the edge, as you start to see a head come through the door. Specifically led by a blackened beak made of wood and leather poke through the doorway, leading to a mask with two large glass pieces stitched into
Why
the
is
eye
it a
holes.
fucking doctor?
And you see its head come through the door. And all you hear from him
I sense the disease in you.
echo throughout the room as you see its head all of a sudden turn, stare directly at you.
Greetings.
Oh, for fuck's sake. The disease is the fact that I have my own thing, right? Whatever. I forget what they're called all the time. My stone.
It could be, but it now sees you and knows exactly where you are as the large stature individual steps into the room and starts walking towards you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, I guess I'm not staying a damn mouse now, am I?
You could,
Well,
and you could run.
but this thing's between me and the door.
You're a mouse.
Okay?
It has
Mice are
legs.
actually like yeah, like if a mouse is running, it's actually a bit of a bitch to catch.
Okay, guess I'm fucking skirting out of there.
So give me an athletics check, please.
Hold on. Oh, I was taking notes while you were talking. Athletics. 9.
So
Oof.
well, because you're a mouse, you do have additional points to it. But you score enough to at least scoot past the plague doctor and continue moving into the hallway and then down as you hear the heavy footfalls start to accelerate behind you, the deep thumping chasing you down the path towards the stairs.
Nope, 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 nope.
You realize your time is running out.
My time.
You need to keep running.
I'm
I need another
fucking
athletics
booking it.
check.
Oh my god.
Oh, who let me go in the castle alone? 12
You did.
plus the extra.
So with that, you were able to quickly get down the stairs in a single swift motion, making your way quickly to the bottom floor. As you see him continue to run down the stairs, you fly by servants and other people who are at the base of it as they are just mingling about their time. And you just past them as you see this large man come down behind you. They turn to try and stop him. One of them is simply picked up and thrown to the side. The other one, you see the device once again come out from his right arm as he jams it into another person's neck. The hissing noise piercing your ears as the device is retracted and the person falls to the ground, gurgling, with the blue veins once again reaching for their eyes. You now see that you are making way to the front door as you see that there are 4 dead guards at the front door.
And there's innocent people dying. I don't want to run anymore, but I do. Because if I take them outside, that's even more innocent people.
He's behind you.
You know what?
Do we notice any commotion outside?
So,
Yeah.
as Aura, you make it to the door as you see the large man giving chase. Outside, the 3 of you, as you are casing the joint and are basically preparing for what's going on. Nameless, you are surveying the castle. Okros, you are looking at that turkey leg. Yuri, you are surveying the patrols. As you're all just trying to think of how you're going to do this, how to get across the street into the castle, past the guards, and find what you're looking for. Nameless, you see a scene from where you're standing. The windows to the commander's office are pointed directly at you across the plaza. With your goggles, you're able to see into it. You see a large orc in red and silver trimmed armor go up to a table, open the scrolls, and begin to speak to a large sphere that appears in the center of the room. You don't know what exactly he's saying, but you can tell by the image of the person in the sphere that it is more than likely Ares, and he looks angry. And then towards the end of the conversation, a smirk crosses his face as he fades out. But the next thing you see is the commander goes up to the door and opens it and gets immediately jabbed in the neck by a large man in black clothing and a mask before the man simply leaves, the commander dropping to the floor.
So guys, we have a bit of a situation here.
Oh.
So you see those windows up there, right? Pretty sure that's the commander's office. Saw the commander, who looked to be a big orc, looked like he was talking to Ares.
That does not bode well.
But it's not necessarily immediate problem. If Ares was here, very big problem. But with Commander not with Ares not here, we just simply have to deal with this masked fuckstick.
Yeah, I mean, since they killed the commander, he probably sent someone a little more deadly. Because right before his fear left, there was a big smirk on his face, and I did not like it. The hair stood up on my back.
That said, and how saying go? Enemy of enemy is friend, no?
Possibly.
Not if that same enemy is trying to kill us.
A bell begins to sound about the top of the castle as commotion
Regardless, we
begins
should
to
get ready.
unfold.
a
Of
certain,
course, is readying his weapon.
at a certain
The
Nez realized that he's mouseless.
will you give me a second, Aura, to get through everybody as I'm going down my list?
Fair. Okay, I'll be quiet.
Thanks. Because you're running through the castle for your life right now, so you don't have time to be sassy.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna bang on the window that we're looking at Nez through to try to get his attention.
So as you guys have been about 10 yards or so away from the mess hall looking through, just kind of like peering from behind like some garbage piles, being all sneaky like, and you start to see this
Okay.
unfold. You see that Nez has exited the mess hall, has the half-eaten turkey leg over his shoulder, and goes to put some of the turkey leg into his pocket. His eyes go wide, and he looks in the pocket, and he looks at the castle, and he looks in his pocket, and he looks at the castle, and you see him start to kind of panic.
Nez, what's going on?
Yeah, what's wrong?
And as you realize that
Muted, by the
three
way.
of your compatriots are sitting behind a garbage pile just outside the mess hall, looking at the castle.
Nez, you're muted.
Under my breath, I'm gonna say, where is Aura? Like, because I don't notice them. I'm gonna say, like, you're just gonna see like my panic face and go, "Where's Aura?" Like under my breath.
Do I read his lips?
Yes.
So, looks like Aura's gone.
What?
Tell Ogros and Yuri. Yeah, Nez just kind of looked in his pocket, and I swore I saw his mouth. Where's Aura?
Where could small mouse go?
Into castle.
Well, we know her mind's not always right, so where do you think she would have gone?
Probably to try to do. Probably would try to be helpful in situations, so she probably would have gone to try and learn some things.
And where would she learn some things?
In castle. No?
Uh-oh.
That would be my bet too.
Well, looks like we may be facing off against this masked man after all.
Well, Yuri, I would say tits up.
It yeah, definitely qualify as tits up now.
Pretty sure I saw a booby somewhere.
Fucking Christ.
Where?
What?
Oh, it's gone now. She already put it back in, but I saw it.
Damn it! And you didn't let me know? I thought we were friends. No.
I watched her put it back in. If I would have been like, "Oh, I saw a booby over there," it was already been gone. I'm sorry. I will try to act faster next time.
Thank
Do
you.
better. You have failed. Do better.
I will definitely do better.
As the
I enjoyed it,
alarms
though,
are
if
going
that makes
off
you
and
feel
you're
better.
seeing guards come towards the castle and you see Nez panicking, you guys are like, man, I saw a boob. Fuck, you didn't tell me? Dick? You're having this argument
mean-
behind a pile of garbage.
In all fairness,
Get that.
the world could be ending, and we would have this argument.
That's fair.
Probably.
That's fair.
Can I do a perception to hear this?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, you may.
Nope.
No,
you hear
don't.
nothing.
You don't hear
you go
anything.
deaf.
No, not. Oh man,
As-
it was on 18 for a second too. I was like,
You're like, oh.
He saw the tits too and just got tinnitus ear for a second.
His ear.
Just that.
He's got tunnel vision for a minute. That's why he
That would
just
be my
couldn't hear
life
it.
for tonight this year.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after blowing that cannon.
Excuse
Ah,
me?
my ears. You know, when he
Fucking-
There's
fired
someone
the
named
cannon.
there's someone named
Yep.
Cannon around.
Oh, no.
Jesus
The cannon I
Christ.
shot, the
Damn it, Rach.
No, you said you blew the cannon.
I said blowing.
Okay, you're
Doesn't
blowing
make it
the
better.
cannon. It doesn't make it better at all.
No, it
At
doesn't
least
make
he's
it
not
better.
blowing the cannon ass.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
I mean, he might give it a
So-
reach around. You don't know that.
God
enough.
bless. All right. So at this point in time, the three of you are sitting at a garbage pile having this argument. Nez, you're having a panic attack, and Ori, you're running for your life. You
Indeed,
get
I
to the
am.
door, Aura. As the doors swing inward, as you see a swarm of guards coming across the bridge into the castle. As you now just scurry your little ass off, jumping between their legs as they are furiously running in as they begin to try and fight the man in black behind you.
Once I'm out of like behind them and through their legs, I want to wild shape out of my fucking mouse form.
As you exit out of the crowd of guards that have begun charging into the castle, you wild shape out. As Nameless, you see those doors open, and in all of a sudden you see Aura just like Animorph style just keep running as she comes up from the cobbles. Like fuck. Nez, you see her just past you as you see Aura sprinting across the plaza, not giving a shit about anything.
Well,
Well-
good news, guys. I found Aura.
And I'm just gonna like turn around going, what the fuck? Why'd you leave my pocket?
I'm gonna like put like cartoon like breaks like and then turn around and just look at them like just fucking pale face, can't fucking breathe. I thought I was helping. Got some information.
See, told you she probably went to go get the information.
At this
Well, I
point,
didn't
Nez,
doubt
you
it.
realize you see the garbage pile move, and out of it comes Okros, Nameless, and Yuri out of the garbage pile that you've been standing near.
And what
As I see
information
them
was
pop
this?
out, I hand them the turkey leg.
Oh. I take a chop.
Very good. You feel happy. Your dopamine receptors are good.
This is
I
good
take a small
turkey.
piece and chew on it because I'm a little cat, not a big ass lion dude.
You all share in the
I'm a
turkey as you
cat, I'm a
stand
cat, I'm
around.
a big ass cat.
As you stand around looking at Aura, who is pale in the face in like tripod position, breathing heavily, like like hands on knees, like just looking like she just ran a fucking marathon as she's speaking to you in broken words.
Gross.
Okay,
Rips a
so
chunk
where-
off, goes, take a moment, eat.
Where's the bear this time?
Shoots daggers at him with my eyes. No fucking bear. Just plague
Yeah.
doctor.
It was an analogy. What did you do? What is after you? Because you're running like something's chasing you.
Yeah. Big scary plague doctor dude that says I have disease.
What?
Well, I'm inclined to agree with him at this point.
I don't know, man. I was literally in a corner in the room listening into the commander. Oh, and by the way, Ares is somewhere where stones can be crushed by hammers. Don't know if that helps, but saw his ugly ass face in a fucking sphere after the commander dumped a vial of God knows what into the bowl to speak to him. Oh, and apparently they know we're here, and Ares said he has sent someone to eradicate us. Well, I think the commander was also eradicated. So they left the breadcrumbs for us to follow. So they knew we'd follow them all the way here. So that poor soul we saved is probably dead, FYI. And so yeah, now that plague doctor dude murdered the commander, murdered a bunch of innocent people, while I fucking ran for my damn life because he knew exactly where I was in the corner of a very large room. I wasn't a light corner either. I was in a dark corner, and he like looked in the room. He's like, "Greetings, you have disease," and I'm like, "No, the fuck I don't," and ran. Oh, and apparently the commander was responsible for the loss of a lieutenant that Ares cares deeply about, because Ares was very angry with Commander for this lieutenant's loss. Oh, they don't like the fact that a bunch of us that we've taken over a bunch of places. Ares was very perturbed.
So basically, what I got out of this is it's time to clean up after you again.
I didn't do shit. I was quietly in a corner. Plague Doctor found me on some way, somehow. And this still would have happened had the Plague Doctor had I not been in there. Plague Doctor still would have shown up because Ares still set us up. Like, did you miss the part where we were set up, or?
No, I got it. But I got the part where you deviated from the plan and went off on your own, and now we have to save you again. So cleaning up after your mess.
No, anything that I just told you had I not gone off on my own, because now there's an angry bird bitch.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. The way you described that was pretty good.
Angry bird bitch. I do like the ring the Angry Bird bitch has. Angry Bird bitch has a nice ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, as much as I fuck around and find out, I also would like to say you're fucking welcome. As I stomp my... Or I was gonna stomp her foot like a petulant child.
Well, I'll thank you if we get out of this.
So, do you want the piece of turkey or not?
Rips turkey from hand and shoves in mouth.
Is it a fear turkey?
No, you're not gonna fuck at the fear turkey.
I want to fuck the fear turkey.
Jesus Christ.
Signed, the Crimson Fucker.
Or is gonna notice the giant ass turkey leg finally like fully like absorb it. And she's just gonna look at fucking Nez and be like, "Where the fuck do you get that between me leaving you and this shit happening?"
Why were you so fucking stealthy on leaving?
Okay, here is better plan. Here's better question. Why do we not simply leave? Let this killing person do their thing, and we'll come back in like 45 minutes, hour or so.
Because Yuri, this angry bird bitch is after us. Innocent people are going to die if we don't do something about it. And I know y'all don't really care too much about innocent people, except for sometimes a strange young man on a road carrying a backpack.
We were going to kill everyone in camp anyway.
Yeah, you're okay with that plan too. Just want to point that out.
Like, we were literally going to kill everyone inside of this camp. Like
that's different. We have a plausible, very just cause. Angry bird bitch is just angry.
Okay, Angry Bird bitch might get tired by killing all these other people, so I say let her kill all these people.
Who cares if we kill them or if Angry Bird bitch kills them? It is fine.
Thing is, we're doing the right thing. We are taking back the world that was taken from us. Angry Bird bitch is just see you next Tuesday.
Do you know why? Do you know that for a fact?
Considering he's trying to eradicate me because I'm apparently diseased. I actually got tested. Thank you. I have no diseases.
So the real question here is, are you more concerned that he's killing our enemies or that he insulted you and you want us to kill him for you?
Exactly.
I am not.
No, that was a question. Exactly is not an answer to that question.
I'm more angry that he insulted me. I got tested last week. I have no diseases. How dare
Okay,
he?
I am
Why are
not
you trying to
going
make this about the quote unquote
Um,
innocent enemies that we would already kill anyways then?
I am not going to fight some demon thing just because you got butthurt.
You know what, guys? Run like little fucking scared bitches, then I'll do it myself.
You will die, so good luck.
I mean, I don't know, Yuri. I kind of want to fight some demon bitch.
I was gonna say, at least I got balls. Yuri, you got a dead ass face.
And now you have my permission to kill her.
I just joked on my iced tea.
So as you
Look,
all
you're
have
not
this
gonna sit
argument,
there and talk
first thing
shit
off,
while at the same time asking us to kill some bird bitch for you. You can't kind of do that.
Well, y'all were gonna run like scared little pansy
so
children.
while you guys are all having this argument in the middle of the street as people are running towards the castle, the alarms are going off. 1,500 bits were dropped for another curse,
Of course
which
they
means
were.
that the first one that was planned triggers.
Oh God. What is it?
Jesus, Dolph, why are you gonna make things worse right now? Fuck.
Lay it on me.
I was just making sure that she got hit with the one that you did last week.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to drop another curse to be able to do so?
Please tell me.
And I dropped a
that
curse
bitch.
too. Like,
Please,
yeah, it's like another curse to do.
please tell me it was a general curse, please.
No,
No,
this
he
one that
directed that
was
at you.
specifically aimed at you.
Oh, for fuck.
If you see the chat, cough, cough, Jenna.
I actually am not looking at the chat.
Oh no.
I am also not looking at the chat. Is Mandy in there? Please tell her I'm not looking at
Yes.
the chat. I'm sorry,
She's in
Mandy. I'm not
there.
looking. I'm
You
not looking at the chat. Please don't be angry.
Yeah.
Cock
Mandy
gobbler.
said I'm a dick.
How dare you? Rude. Why do we hate me so much today, guys? Come on. I'm kidding.
So
Today?
for the
Question
curse
mark?
that hits Aura is one that
Yeah.
I find funny.
Okay. I've done well with the curses so far, so let's see.
At this point, every time you speak, we have to roll a d6. On evens, it comes out as the quietest whisper you have ever heard.
I
On
don't have
odds, no, it's just the way the role play would go, Jenna. You don't have to actually whisper.
Okay.
I
If
vote
it's
she actually
on
has to whisper.
odds, your voice comes out 6 times the normal volume and you can't control it.
Never mind, I completely disregard what I said before, because I don't want her to do that.
Not yelling.
Yeah, no. Fair. Oh dear.
Oh, fuck's sakes. I have to roll the d6? Or you guys do?
I roll the d6 every time your character speaks. And then, of course, we have the second curse. This one is going to be interesting. I want to see what the dice have to say about it before I look at my list.
You know, oh man, I'm loving this one.
Oh,
I'm scared.
Yuri,
Oh, okay, thank God.
your hands suddenly pop off at the wrists and scurry off into the distance.
Well,
As
goodbye.
you look at your stumps, new hands grow back.
Oh, fuck just happened.
Wait, so like my hands. Okay, so OSC. All right, my hands.
So
my current
your hands that
popped
you
off,
currently had popped off and scuttled away, and then new
and
hands
now I have
popped
new
up in
hands.
their place. You see the
Well,
two
that's-
hands that now became animated begin to make mischief. You start to hear glass crashing inside the mess hall. You hear a lady scream as it's trying to like pull on their dresses. It's like running all over the place. Untying horse reins from parking spots, letting meters expire, pushing over traffic cones. They're just causing absolute fucking mayhem.
Ah, good, good, good. Mayhem is good. It works for us. Go, my children.
And as this is happening, as you're standing in the middle of the street, as you are arguing, as the guards are swarming the castle, as the alarm is going off, as you're hearing all kinds of bad stuff happening behind you, you see the large man make his way across the bridge and into the plaza. Thank you, Mandy, for the metal pipe to my dome piece. You see this large individual step into the plaza. He is towering in stature.
And he got a dick. No.
He is easily the same size as Okros, if maybe a little smaller in the height category. And he is moving quickly. You see that he has black cloak over him, a black bird-like mask over his face, a top hat on his head, as well as a large, almost brass-looking device in his hand that looks like a gun but isn't. In his other one, a bloodied butcher's knife. As he starts to walk at you
Fuck did he
menacingly
get a knife?
from the guards he killed.
Mm.
Where else would he have gone?
Apparently, we're fighting the hash slinging slasher, and I'm kind of okay with that.
Yuri, how long have you been alive?
Angry bird.
283 years.
Be right back. Bio break.
Okay. So, Yuri, you would remember the stories of this person's origin. You would remember a little town called Cauldry on the western region. You remember the stories that came out of there is that a group of heroes, the heroes that you've heard about in the stories of Etheria's Pass, of the Brink's Pass, went through there to help out a mayor who was befuddled by something that was causing a ruckus in his town. That something evil lurked among the streets and threatened the very holy sanctum of Father Gregory's church. Someone who called themselves the Plague Doctor. Someone who poisoned, slowly, an old man driven insane by seeing his wife's ghost on the lake. Someone that was then chased down by these heroes after they saved a number of individuals from the poison he was using and had a long drawn out fight in the basement of a monastery where they never really recovered the body. It disappeared, was never found again. You recognize this thing in front of you has the same stature, walk, and device of what you heard about all those years ago from the town of Cauldry. Specifically, 16 years ago, exactly.
I will share information. I will share what I know.
Oh, lovely. An immortal enemy.
I do not know if properly immortal, but I do want to find out.
His walk has now become a run as he now has set eyes on all of you. Thank you, Rage, for the jump scare. As he set eyes on you and is now picking up the pace to charge you.
Gonna draw the claws of the beast
I'm
and counter
also
charge.
drawing my weapon and getting ready to charge as well.
Very good. Very good. Where is my this one? This is the one I wanted. Where's my other one? Nothing is labeled like it's supposed to. Blech.
No!
No!
Purge it with holy flame.
There it is. I found it. Purge it with holy fire.
Yes.
Yes. So you find yourself face to face with this individual who seems to be charging you with malicious intent. Let's cut the fog. Bonk.
I see your malicious intent and raise it with my own.
I raise it and bring forth pain.
Yeah.
I love how that's one of those songs now that just fucking everyone immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good song.
It really is.
All right. For the time being, we're going to use the Skeleton Nightman as the token for the guy, just because can't find the one I had for him. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Creed's not here. Sag.
Oh, I need to get you a new picture for Yuri, by the way.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Sans? No, it is not Sans, Mandy. But this large individual is charging you up the street as you all turn to him. The guards ignoring you as they continue running towards the castle. One of them sees him and goes to approach and sees you and just walks away. Not sure of what to currently deal with the situation at hand.
God just literally had a fuck this shit, I'm out moment.
Yeah, basically. Because he saw this giant dude covered in blood with a knife and a weird fucking device, and then five of the public enemies that he's been told to look out for that are notioned as extremely armed and dangerous. So he just went, no.
I choose life today.
Yeah, basically.
He went,
I
on the category of
choose
shit
life.
I'm not dealing with, any of that.
Yeah, basically. With arms wide open. Also, I miss Creed with arms wide open.
Yeah, that was totally to
I know.
Mandy's thing.
I
Yeah.
know. I was like, what is he? Oh, as I realized, I was like, that son of a bitch.
Oh shit. I said, God damn you. You said arms wide open.
Oh fuck! I just read a comment. Okay.
Hello, my friend. We'll meet again.
Under the moonlight.
Isn't that song about his kid?
Yes, actually. That's kid being born.
Yeah.
Welcome to this place with fish wide open.
So,
Did you say with fish wide open?
He did.
with
He did.
fish wide open.
Is it tuna?
So,
I would like some tuna right now.
is it
Bro.
tuna? I
Bro,
want
Haki,
tuna.
I'm totally derailing this session. Do you know how fucking expensive a whole ass tuna is? I didn't find out about this until yesterday, but holy shit.
Oh, yeah, it's stupid.
A fucking like a whole ass tuna, not even cleaned and prepped, is like $450,000 per fucking fish, my dude.
Depending on the fish and quality. It depends on the fish, quality of the meat, striations of the protein, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think bluefin's that expensive.
No.
No, it's a Japanese tuna.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
different
fair.
because they've hunted that thing to fucking extinction. That's why.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
true.
that is
That's a delicacy at this point.
That's a whole nother bag of potatoes there, my guy.
But they're so expensive, bro.
Yeah, because they're basically endangered / extinct, and you're getting that plus what the price of tuna is already. It's just not.
Yep.
Bro, I can buy a whole fucking house, or I can buy multiple houses with that one fish.
Yeah, yeah,
Not down
that's
here. You can buy one.
Hakuna Matiti.
oh Jesus Christ.
You
See,
like that one?
Matata.
It's
I hate you
Hakuna,
so
it's
much.
Hakuna Matatas.
Yay.
What a wonderful breast.
Anyway, you're now being faced down by a large man with a needle gun and a knife. Which, Cactus, I'm surprised I haven't heard a go fuck yourself from you yet, because you fought this man before.
I'm having. I know we fought him before. I'm having a fucking brain fart though on like who exactly this son of a bitch is.
He's
I
the
thought you were
one
the
where
note motherfucker.
No, like I remember back in the other campaign, right? We did the whole thing with him, and I thought he was like, oh my god, wasn't the dude who started shanking bitches with the thing? Wasn't he a vampire too?
No, that was the priest of the monastery was a
Oh
vampire.
yeah.
And he
Then
was the
I'm
one that was
drawing a-
training Nate to be a cleric. You thought it was him because you questioned him, you interrogated him because you were trying to figure out who this person was. Because the last time you tried to get him was when he assaulted the herbologist who ran the apothecaries. And you guys had to literally try to save her because she was poisoned with hydrocyanide. Because you specifically went through trying to find why the old man was going crazy, and you found that the shopkeeper that he was near was also killed by hydrocyanide. You even took his vials and the syringe gun.
I'm still braining, dude.
Fair.
I'm brain farting, bro.
You're
I can't
doing
believe
great,
the
sweet.
one person I needed to not brain fart about this specific villain.
Bro,
Fucking
DM
brain
me. Just
farts.
DM it to me, bro. I want to. Again, 70 hours
It's the
this week.
plague doctor. It was the
okay.
plague doctor you fought in Cauldry. It was a big
Oh.
villain arc for you.
Oh fuck me! I forgot about the plague doctor.
Oh, now you remember. How convenient.
Trauma. Shut the fuck.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm just sitting here singing my sacrifice in my head.
So anyway,
So
yeah,
I've missed like all of
you
this.
are having the plague doctor basically barreling down on you, as he is now running at you with menace intent. So I need you guys to roll initiative.
Want to roll initiative? That means I have
In
to.
Nosh.
Initiative.
My
The
dice.
Nosh is not here.
15
Oh no, that
for me.
means you all have disadvantage on initiative.
12.
I'd like to roll a. Not that.
Oh, not that.
I got a net
12.
20.
I'm gonna burn a dread roll that shit again.
Oh no.
Get fucked, I guess. Jesus.
That's all I
Right?
heard.
Fuck.
I got that
Jesus.
one.
Oh my god. you got
There
that
you
one.
go. That's what I want to see.
He gives the dread back. Oh. That's
Oh,
bullshit.
I love it here. I love my
Did he
job
actually? Why does he get it back?
because he
Because
rolled
he
a
just
nat
got a nat
one.
one.
Wait.
I
The
got
one
us
that
a
you just
fate
made.
though.
Yeah, burn it, reroll.
Fate, do it.
No, I'd rather keep the fate for us.
We have 12 fucking fates.
Well, 13 now, but yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there's other things
just
that
got a point.
this
We do
could
have
be worse for.
we do have 13 of the bastards.
Just like on initiative, like it doesn't mean that's a bad thing for me to go
Like,
last.
It's about to
Only
say,
makes
just
me
means
go
you're going
first.
last.
Yeah. So, Okros, what
Hang
did you
on,
get?
Okros.
I got sorry, what is where fucking sorry, I got a 22 in total.
Yeah. So it'd be Okros, then Nameless, then the Plague Doctor, and then the rest of y'all.
Okay.
Rebirth it.
And it's time to cook. I rage.
Very good.
Take a rage counter off. And as my bonus action, taking the 15, well, as part of the bonus action, 15 feet to leap.
Mm-hmm.
And that puts me with range to charge him. I'll do it.
You're doing it. Very good.
Step to the side, step to the side, step to the side.
Okay, I charge him to the side.
I charge him slightly off counter. It's fine. Ugh. All right.
And I am going to swing twice.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the look of that syringe gun. I'm gonna aim my attack at that.
Okay.
That is a very intelligent decision.
The first is a 22 to hit.
All right. As a reaction, do it again with disadvantage.
All right.
As a reaction, go fuck yourself.
That is a 14 then to hit.
He pocket
So
sands you and you miss.
I was gonna say I flashed him.
You flash him? So you flash your ass at him
Bad
and you
3.
give
This dude is just
Okros
fucking
gets a
blowing fucking
+3.
cannons and flashing people over here. What the fuck?
So even
Yo,
with that
that
17, that is not a hit.
Okay. And then my second attack
Yes.
is a I don't roll with advantage on attacks or anything, right? Hello?
What'd you get?
Sorry, I said I don't roll with advantage on attacks or anything right now, correct?
No.
Okay, I
Only
got
on,
a
skill
16
checks.
this time.
So still not a hit as you take your second swing at him
Darn it.
as he sideswipes you. And then we have Nameless.
Oh, you fuck. I want to take my bonus action and hide with my cloak,
Okay.
so he doesn't see an attack coming.
Well, he's
And
currently engaged
then-
by Okra, so you would have advantage on the hit anyways.
Oh, cool. Well, then I won't
Nice.
hide. And instead, I will use my bonus action to cast Halo Thorns at a level 3.
Okay. First, roll me spell die, please.
A 3.
Very good. So that is
Very
within...
close again.
No. Level 3, it's 3 is the low end and 18 is the high end.
Right.
So you rolled a 3.
I
This-
met it. So
That's bad. You don't want to meet it.
I thought it had to be outside of that. From 3 to 18, it had to be outside those two.
So on your spell rolls, the range gets smaller the
Mhm.
higher level the spell gets. On a level
Right, I
1,
get that.
it is a 1 or a 20. Level 2, it is a 2 to 19. Level 3, it's from 3 to 18. If you're
Mhm.
outside of that safe middle range, that's not good. That causes a spell
But-
effect to kick in.
Earlier when he cast Pass Without Trace, he met it, and you said it was
He didn't
fine.
meet
That's
it. He was 1 point off for failing because it was a level 2.
So it was a level 2, and he rolled an 18, which means he was 1 off, because it would have been 19.
why. 18 for level 2 because there's level 1, or is level 1 19? Okay. I am
So
confused.
you
Mhm.
so you start at a 1 through 20 range, Jenna. At a level 0 cantrip, nothing changes. On level 1, you take the 2 numbers off the end.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Level
But
2,
I
you take the
forgot
2
that.
numbers
It's
off the end.
okay.
So on this one, you roll a 3, which means that the spell fluctuates. And in that, we're going to see the effect it has.
Oh, so confused on that.
Yeah, because if you're taking 2 off of level 2, that's 18.
2
So
numbers
so
on the
that's-
dice.
that's
that
not why I'm
means the
confused.
20
That's
and the
she's talking.
19. So an 18 is still safe. If he had rolled a 19 on a level 2 spell, he would have been fucked.
No, I get
Okay.
it, but he's saying the range is from 3 to 18.
Because you
So 3
cast at a
should be within
level
that
3.
range. No, I know that. I'm just saying you said the range is from 3 to 18. I hit 3. It should be within range.
But on level 3, it's not in that range.
No, I understand what the I
So-
understand what the miscommunication is. The
What it was
So
is
it's
that
more
Yeah.
the range
4
that
through
is safe,
17 is really what it
4
is.
17 is the safe range. 3 and 18 are your bad ranges.
Yeah.
So at that point, you go to cast Hail of Thorns, and the thorns begin to merge around the rifle as it usually does, the vines that grow around it to help simulate those thorns that are fired. But in this case, they grow downward and they root you into your position.
Could be worse.
Oh, I'm stuck where I'm at.
Yeah, you are stuck where you are, but you're still able to attack.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll just shoot. With advantage, you said? Yeah?
Yes,
Okay, so first attack. 18.
that is a meat. So that is a hit.
Cool. 17 damage.
Very good. Roll your second.
Okay. 31.
That is also a hit.
16 damage.
All right. So you do some nice old dabblage into him. Definitely do some good hits.
And then I wish to hide.
Very good. You hide amongst the thorns you have created. Done the big.
Can I
The
ask
big
a
spook.
question?
Yes.
So, like, I know, like, how all this stuff, like, blows up. Can I use flash if someone's too low to not make it be a bad spell?
I would say no, because it's more of the magic around them. It's not necessarily them rolling to
It's
control
fine.
it. It's the magic itself around the person.
It just never hurts to ask a question.
Yeah. No, you're completely understandable. So, you do that and you hit him for some pretty good damage. And now it's him. So he steps forward in front of Okros and is going to throw some hands at you, sir. So he's going to do his first 2 attacks with his Nif, which is an 18 and a nat 20 critical.
Oh,
So with that, book. Where is book? Here's book. Hello, book.
Did he just get critted?
yeah, he did.
Oh, fuck.
So
Cough, cough. We have 13
You-
minutes. Cough.
Use a fate point to unfuck that.
Am I allowed to burn a pain point to do that?
no, you can't burn
Yeah,
fate
that's what
points
I
on
thought.
creature rolls.
Hold on.
That's only a lucky. It's a love that.
So, with that, you feel, Okros, that the next strikes against him are going to be a little bit more difficult. Seems that he may have learned a thing or two from your fighting stance. So he hits you with those, and then we're going to get his damage out for the first one, which is 8, and then the second one, because it is a crit, comes out to brain ouchies, be 7. So you take 15 in total slashing from him, including the critical, because he rolled low.
And
That's before
that's
halved.
before.
That's before
Okay.
halved.
So round that down to 8 damage.
Yep.
Grim, would you say he knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two?
Because we are farmers. Da, 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 da,
Bum,
da.
bum, bum,
Gone.
Oh,
Vern,
God.
question for you.
Screen. He rolled another crit. Um,
With
Oh.
yes.
if I'm using the healer's gauntlet, I
Uh-huh.
still have to spell die.
No,
Yeah,
because it is an encapsulated magic. It itself has like it's like a magical first aid kit, I guess the way to put it, if you want to think of it that way. It has charges built into the item, so you're using those. You're not summoning the magic. It's basically ready to use. It's like an MRE.
Why you gotta be so
It's
far away?
meals
Sure.
ready to eat. Doesn't mean they're enjoyable. Anyway, so he rolled a crit
Sure.
on his third attack, which is
I
with
thought
the
I heard
weird
that.
device in his hand. As he comes up, and as you are trying to block his knife strikes, you feel something pierce you in the ribs as he slams his right fist into you, and you hear a hiss noise from the device. I'm going to need you to make a con save for me at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, that's still not a bad roll for the low one. That is saving throw constitution +7, so 19.
So you feel that was with disadvantage, yes?
Yes, I rolled an 18
Okay.
and a 12.
You lucky son of a bitch. So you don't collapse immediately. You start to feel strange. The pain has spread along your ribs on your left side as he pulls back the device, and you can feel just an ache start to spread between your bones. It doesn't seem to have taken hold yet, but you all see, Yuri, you specifically see him take this device to the ribs, and it made contact and it delivered whatever was inside.
You go to die.
You
And
do
I can only
take,
move 30 feet.
you hold on. You do take 14 poison.
And I don't think I gain half from that.
Did you take bear totem?
No.
Yeah, then you do not take half from that.
There we go.
All right, at that point, you're not feeling too hot, Okros. That pain is strange feeling and is not doing well for your confidence. At that point, we then have, I think it was Aura, then Yuri, and then
Yep.
Nez.
Yep.
Yes, Aura, Yuri, Nez. Great, wonderful. Make it happen. Aura.
I can only move up to 30 feet at a time, right?
You can dash, which will spend your action, so you can move double your movement speed.
Fuck's sakes. He's so far away, Okros. I'm too far away to do anything anyways on my range. Anything I could reach him with, I will
I mean, you're
clap
not too
everyone
far
else
away
with.
just to move closer and then do
What I'm
something.
doing.
Goober. Nerd.
Hold on. Let me look at this. You make a very valid point, kind sir. Ha ha! Okay. Measure. 30 feet. So I can move to that line right there. Go here. Just measure to be sure.
I would say the range to you to Ogros is 25.
Yep, it is. Okay. Be a gem of a sea elf, and I'm going to use my prayer of healing through my healer's gauntlet on Okros.
Very good.
So I press one charge, right?
Yes.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each level above 2. So that is 4d8, sir, plus my spell casting ability modifier, which I don't know what that is.
Go to your spells.
Okay.
It is the plus number at the top of your spell list.
4.
So
So
4d8
it's
plus
4d8 plus 4. Does he have to roll it or do I?
4. Usually the healer rolls it.
Yeah.
It's tradition, I guess.
4d8?
Yes, 48. So 24,
28.
28. Okros, you gain 28 hit points back.
All right.
Or as you do that, roll a con save.
Con save.
The con save. Constitution save.
If that went over my
22.
maximum, does that go into temporary or does it just vanish?
It does not. It just
Uh,
makes you feel real good. Good dopamine.
that
Okay.
was nat 20 plus 2.
So you feel a cold across your hand, but nothing else happens when you spend the first charge to cast that spell. You feel cold seep through the gauntlet, and just on the gauntlet. But then nothing else happens, and you think nothing of it.
I forgot something happens to me when I use it. Oh well, worth it.
Is that all you have, Miss Aura? All you wish to
Anything
do? Well, you still have a bonus action, unless you would like to use something, or you can pass turn.
Hold on, I want to. I'm not close enough for that. I don't think I'm close enough for anything else, and I'm not getting fucking close. Let me double check though. Okay. Want a biscuit? Biscuit for the biscuit?
To do what you
I heard
believe
something
is
about a
correct.
biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I'm gonna send it. I don't care. We're
What are
sending
you doing to
this.
send it? What's happening?
I'm
Oh, my voice
casting
changer isn't on.
I'm casting blight at 4th level.
Oh,
Oh,
neat. Roll that spell die.
Whoa, did you say blight?
Okay, I totally double casted it. Okay, hold on.
That
I
she
don't want
did,
to
my
roll this.
friend. That she did.
I don't want to roll this dice.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
So
I'm
safe
gonna
is
look.
between 5 and 16.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna look. I'm
5
just
and
gonna press
16.
roll and somebody tell me if I fucked up.
Nope.
Maybe a little bit.
You didn't fuck it up. You got
Oh,
dead
fucking
center.
thank God.
You got dead center.
Right.
Target must make Constitution saving throw. Target takes 8d8 on a failed or half as much on successful. All right. So
Hold on, there's more
let's.
to it.
If you target a
4th
plant
level,
creature
okay.
or a magical plant, makes a disadvantage. If you target a non-magical plant, it doesn't make a saving throw. It just withers and dies. He's not a plant, so
No, I was looking at the higher levels part, but I cast it at 4th.
yeah, you
So
cast it at
ignore
4th. Nerd. Sup,
that.
demon? So, con save, go. Very good.
Save.
Con save. He did it. He got good. He got a dirty 20.
Of course
A
you
dirty
did.
20. But also you see these waves of energy wash over him, and it seems to have no effect. He simply
he do
turns and looks at you
Oh fuck, he's undead.
as you see green mist come out of his mask.
Undead. Okay. That was a waste of my time. And my anxiety level.
No, I mean, it could have worked. How else would you have known? How else would you have figured it out? How else would you have been super clutch if it fucking worked?
Why is I've been talking and nobody's been rolling a d6 to find out if I'm screaming or whispering?
I mean, I have, but you're also been in combat, so it's kind of like, eh.
Okay, well, I would like to bellow.
You bellow. Here, here.
He's
You want to make me
fucking
feel
undead.
better? Here, let's.
I'll roll a d20,
It's odd.
you ignore it.
So you bellow it quite loudly.
He's fucking undead.
He's fucking undead. As there's the party's just kind of look at you like, cool, wonderful. Nez, you roll a 3. You don't ignore her. You're just kind of like, ugh.
Ugh, God damn it.
All right, Mr. Yuri, what you got, son?
I'm coming for that ass.
Don't say that.
You got.
Show me what you got.
60 fucking feet, Yuri. At least it wasn't fucking 90 like I had to take a fucking jolly run at because I was behind y'all.
And he can go ahead and catch 2 of these fucking shots because Eldritch Blast.
Very good. You are going to take a -2 because you're firing past Okros.
That is fine. So the first one's not hitting any goddamn way. The second one's hitting.
You do have fate points if you want to burn on the first one.
How many we got?
13.
13.
Any objections?
Nope.
Bet.
Negative.
All right, so the
Isn't
second
it
one's a
20?
20.
No, it's 14. 'Cause
27.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, that's right. You
wasn't
did. Yeah. So
No.
yeah, she
27.
she rolled 2
13
20s
off
in a
of
roll.
that.
No,
Okay, this is a
it's
25.
fine.
roll?
For the second shot that I'm not re-rolling.
Yes, 25 hits. Yes.
And then I got a 2 again.
Oof.
Jeez.
Get banned.
11's not gonna hit.
No. So one lands as it fires over Okros's shoulder,
10 damage.
and you hit him for 10. Very good.
It also knocks him back 10 feet though.
You
But
fucking
roll
out of my
in-
damn range, Yuri.
Because Eldritch Blast, I can knock the creature up to 10 feet away from me in a straight line.
Yes.
Knocking
So
10
he does
feet.
that.
Now I have to move again.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh no.
Yeah, but he
Oh
has to move
Lord.
to get to you, so jeez.
True. Well, maybe we don't know his range.
It's his main weapon is a shank, is a fucking syringe gun, is a syringe on his arm. Anything outside of arm range is pretty fucking solid.
I mean, for being able to move to get to me, genius.
Probably not more than 35, 40 feet. That's me though, by the way. I don't.
But
Yep.
what happened while I was off getting water? Why am I far away from the skeleton dude now? Or the
Because
white
Yuri
doctor?
knocked him back with Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
Yuri
cool.
threw him.
Knocked him away from you. Hit him with the,
All right, good.
you know.
Actually, no. Before that, I'm gonna pop my
You
I
can't
will
do
ask if you'll.
before that. Jesus Christ. What are you doing?
Oh,
I'm gonna pop the former dread,
Uh-huh.
which gives me 1d10 plus 5. I'll just do that real quick.
Uh-huh.
I don't really care about these 10 hit points. 1d10 plus 5, cool. 8 fucking 10 hit points. And every time I hit a creature with an attack, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, or it's frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Cool. All right. Let's do a quick roly boy.
DC 17 whiz throw.
Did he take half the damage? Because on a successful save, he takes half the damage. All right, he's undead. Never mind. Ignore that question.
So he rolled a 19 without his modifiers.
That is
So
fine by me. I was not expecting it. Yeah, I was not expecting it to actually do anything.
So he's basically staring you down as you knocked him back. And so, Nez, Senor, what
I
you
get
got?
to do my thing.
You get to do your thing. Get to do it. The thing that I
Lucifer can
dreaded you.
move what? A total of 15 feet.
Yeah, essentially half your movement speed.
Sure. That's 10. That's another 5. That ain't
Wunderbar.
happening. Ooh, wait. The ballista.
The ballista.
He might be able to shoot.
Dear God.
You know, I don't like this. It doesn't say the range on Eldritch Cannon Force Ballista.
Making a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature object within 120 feet of it. So you have 120 foot range.
So
You have 120 foot of bitch. Come here.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage. If the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon in a straight line.
it's only 50 feet away.
That is well within range to bring the pain.
Does it have a DC?
No, you're just shooting.
I'm like looking for. I don't see a thing on my skill tree for it. Basically,
If you
Roll
go
a
to
hit.
actions and click on create Eldritch Cannon, it will basically tell you what the activations are for your 3 weapons that you can do. You're basically making a ranged spell attack with the cannon. So your your spell attack is a +8. So do a d20 +8.
D20 and then do +8.
Yuppers. That is the big chungai.
The Chungunga, if you will.
The big chungungus.
So that'd be a 10.
Would you like to do anything about that before you continue? Going once, going twice,
No,
going
I'm
thrice.
done with it.
Sold. All right. So, you fire and it's a miss. Lands into the ground and it shoots rocks up towards the plague doctor, spooking him, but not doing any damage. What you got, son?
Oh, I'm gonna throw a napalm Molotov.
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna make sure it doesn't hit anyone because I have
Gonna
that
try your
special skill.
damnedest to make sure it don't hit nobody. Very good.
So
Yeah, I don't.
it is a DC of 16. Dex.
He does not make it, so roll me damage. Roll me damage. Roll me damage.
32.
Very nice. Do a big old singe. Big old oof. So your Molotov lands, and you see the fire begin to spread around the area as it seems to suck the very air out of the lungs of those that are close. The fires burn bright and create a lot of smoke and dark clouds as it piles over the crater that it is now burning within between the buildings among the cobblestones. As the fire starts to dwindle down, its intensity dying away, you see a figure in the center. Its leather clothing burned back, folding awkwardly in the heat from the loss of moisture. Its hat blown away, showing a bald, pale, and scarred head. The mask still on, the soot from the flames now covering the seam behind the mask. As it turns to look at you, the fire twinkling off the glass in its lenses that now seem cracked and dirty. It simply raises a small orb in its hand and drops it. A cloud of smoke springing forth from inside the fire, being pulled up quickly around itself. As the fire slowly dies away, the blue and orange flames diminishing amongst the stone, burning away any organic matter that may have been left, the smoke clouds swirling around the vortex left over. The figure is gone.
Oh, he left.
Okros, now you fall to your knees as the rage dies away, the adrenaline slows down, as the pain now begins to creep ever faster from the wound that was in your ribs.
Not liking whatever was in that.
Does Aura have anything to help the poison? I don't think so. Actually, I might.
If it's actually cyanide, we don't have anything. No one has.
Can somebody that has high enough fucking intelligence? What would we have to roll? Wisdom or intel? To be able to tell what it is.
Are you calling
Yuri
for
can tell you.
Well, Yuri, go look.
He would have told you.
Yuri and all of you now stand near Okros as you're trying to help him up on his feet. You see the wound in his ribs is necrotizing. It's not good looking. And as everyone runs to Okros, or you stand back for a moment, you hear a whisper over the shoulder next to your ear just go, I sense the disease. The disease will be cured by the fires of pain
I didn't hear a
and
word you were
death.
saying.
You hear a whisper across the ears simply say, the disease has been found. I will remove what needs to be removed with fire and death. The poison will kill the tumors, and only then will you be free. And you hear that whisper across your ears, Aura, as you see Okros taking a knee, holding a hand to his side, as everyone rushes over to help. Yuri told you of what this monster has used before, of what the stories he's heard from his years of being alive have led him to understand who this is. And that if the poison is what was used before, there's not many things you can do to counteract it. But you look at your hand, You look at the gauntlet. You see the words written upon the metal, engraved delicately just below the joint. That just says equal exchange. My life for theirs so that others may live.
Oh,
Okros, give me another con save at disadvantage.
Hmm?
Are we still fighting?
No.
no, he
You guys are out
disappeared.
of initiative.
Oh, I don't even have to roll the other one. I rolled on that one.
Okros, you feel your legs give out as you fall onto your rump, beginning to feel your body go weaker. Breathing's becoming more difficult.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
I'm gonna do it. How does I do this?
You feel the urge comes to you to simply put the gauntlet against his chest, and words begin to flow into your mind. They tell you to force everything you have into healing him, and it will do the rest.
I do just that.
Because you do not have passive healing, you see the three other gems along its knuckles begin to dwindle and die out of their spark. You feel the cold from the gauntlet from before begins to creep up your arm and into your body. You feel difficulty in breathing. It's almost as if your lungs themselves have become numb. You feel it begin to creep across your body as you see light traveling from the gauntlet into Okros. You see the plants that were growing out of the cracks between the cobblestones begin to wither and die. You see small insects crawl to the surface and simply roll onto their backs, their legs curling up into their thorax as they also perish. A bird who flies down to eat the bugs that have now laid bare upon the cobblestones sits and eats one of the bugs and then immediately falls over without a second thought. And you feel this cold emanate throughout your bodies if you just jumped into the Arctic Sea. As you see the blue veins that appeared on the people before who were struck by this monster who took their lives, you see those blue lines begin to recede from Okros's neck. You see the wound in his ribs, necrotizing and flayed, begin to close. You see a green, silvery liquid begin to ooze out as the poison is ejected from the body, as the body fully heals. As you dump all of your energy into it, the light within the gems finally dying, you feel like you're about to collapse. Okros, you're also exhausted, but for different reasons, as you felt that feeling of paralysis suddenly reverse. Your heart and lungs now beating back to where they were. The wound in your side no longer hurting. The pain subside from even the knife wounds you sustained on your arms. All gone. Even your knee that always gave you issues. No longer a problem. But you see Aura in front of you. Her blue-silver hair now seems more dull. Her skin seems more drawn. Her eyes more sunken as she seems to fall down onto her own knees, almost on the verge of collapsing.
Holding my side still up, I look over and say, "Little mouse, what have you done?"
Just give him hell. That's all I ask. Make him pay.
It seems I now owe another life debt. I thank you. And I'm going to help her up.
You simply pick her up in your arms as you all now, after watching a miracle happen at the hands of a druid, that it is time to leave. Enough ruckus has been caused, enough chaos has been spawned. You at least need to get out of the city for a moment, if not to at least reconvene and figure how to process what happened. As your plans have been dashed to the wind, the idea of you simply going in and stirring up a rebellion or getting people on your side has been thrown to ribbons as a mysterious figure has decapitated the military force that is here, has spurred fear and death into the ranks of those who simply stood watch. And now everything that you thought has been thrown. Time to reconvene and time to rest are important. And right now, you feel that with the rest of the people trying to leave the city amongst the chaos, it would be the best time to do so.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
For fun, can I throw grabby hands for the leg?
Sure.
I give them back the turkey leg. I think that's what you said. You want grabby hands for the leg?
Yep.
Okay, yes. I give you back the turkey leg.
I heard I want grab ass for the leg, but okay.
I mean, yo, if
Both.
you want to grab my ass,
You guys simply get yourselves together and quickly and quietly exit the town as quickly as possible, just to get away from the chaos and the threat of this monster that seemed to hunt you down and nearly took one of your members. Get back to the carriage as Creed sits there waiting, confused seeing you run out along with the rest of the crowd. You tell him about who you saw, and his face goes pale. He tells you to simply get in the carriage, and you guys go back to where you met the courier, a few miles away from the city, in a derelict part of the woods, a place where you can camp and rest for the moment, where no one should come looking. As you all watch over Aura, you see that she's recovering slowly, that whatever energy she mustered was beyond her limitations, and that her hair, blue and silver before, now has a large white streak that runs down it that sticks out strangely against her tinted skin. Her face has returned to normal features as it was before, but she is still exhausted and on the verge of just losing consciousness. And so it is best to let her rest. As you all sit in the carriage, getting your camp prepped to try and sleep, as all of this unfolds around you, and now you have to rethink of what is to come. If the harbor is worth it. And that's where we end our session.
Hey, yo.
Sweet.
So,
Indeed.
with that, let's do some quick favorites. I know, Stealth, you had a couple of questions. And then we'll break, and then I will see most of y'all tomorrow.
Indeed.
So, Aura, what you got?
Oh, dear God. Obviously, my favorite moment was probably when I fucking sneaked out of the pocket and got myself into the castle. I would like to point out I was the only one who accomplished the mission we had set forward. I got in the castle.
Listen, not all of us
Uh,
can
Yeah,
turn
fair.
into mice, so you know.
What that says is, I will throw a flare if I get fucked over.
Mm-hmm.
turkey leg. Was
Well, at
good.
least we still have the
Oh,
flare now.
We
that
do
was
have
fucking funny.
do
The
have
turkey
the
leg was
flare.
good.
Yeah, anything
The
else?
ending, though, the cliffhanger where I don't know where Aura stands. It's supposed to be a life for a life, and I'm still alive, so I'm interested to see where that goes.
Worst case scenario, I make vampire.
I mean, you are an elf, so you probably just lost a good chunk of your lifespan.
Possibly.
We'll
But
figure
yeah,
it out. We'll
those
get
are some of my favorites. Bird knew what he was doing by putting that in my hand. He knew.
Yep, fair.
Yeah, those are my moments.
all right. Mr. Rage.
The turkey leg is definitely one of mine.
Yeah.
And the argument about seeing the boob while everyone's like panicking and
God.
running.
That was very
I
good.
feel like that was great.
That's the role play everyone comes to see. That's the goofy shit people want.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were my favorites.
Cool. All right. Mr. Nez, Mr. Stealth.
All right, my stuff is so out of character. For the question.
Okay.
Can I with Yuri's blood maybe find a way to not have the scars when I shapeshift?
Possibly. That is a good question. You have to probably
Besides that,
do some
I love
more.
everything.
Yeah. Do some more research, but possibly.
And also, actually, hold up.
Mhm.
My red flames, they need to go blue.
Ah, yes.
Can I make that happen?
Just like
It
on the
doesn't mean
battle
more
map,
damage, but
or just
they
like
go
for
blue, they go
flavor.
blue. Yeah.
All you need to do is add a little bit of powdered nickel, and there you go.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fine. You can definitely do that. That's a little artificer flavor text behind it that you can do.
If you want it to be blue-green flames, add a little bit of copper too.
Mm-hmm. Make it pretty as you burn them alive. It's fine.
Yep. No.
It's pretty.
That's my goal.
All right.
Burn an iridescent flame. What?
All right, Okros, Senor.
I have to agree that the turkey leg and the boob moment were pretty good. I it wasn't like a big moment, but when Jenna was in mouse form and she parkoured into the fucking satchel, the little head image I got of just the mouse doing the acrobatics into the I really enjoyed that.
It was very good.
Yeah, those are probably my favorites. There are a couple other moments that I liked, but I can't think of them right now.
Fair enough. Thank you, Mandy, for jump scaring my ear holes. Thank you. All right, and last but certainly not least, the moist cactus.
Not to be a dead horse, the turkey leg's pretty solid. I also have to admit I enjoyed hearing Jenna scream running through a fucking building, through a castle, for dear fuck life.
Nope, 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 nope.
Yep.
Like just noping the fuck out. When you started
For one reason or another, I didn't realize that Aries there, and I got incredibly excited and then got incredibly sad. And I was like, oh,
Oh, he's not here. He just was in a picture box. That bastard.
little bastard was in a
It
ball.
was an
You want to,
illusion.
so for that moment, do you want to know my notes for that moment were? Plus silver bowl on table plus push button equals sphere with fucking Aries in it.
Wonderful. 10 out of 10.
Sitting there with her little freaking mouse-sized notebook and pencil.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, Yuri, anything else for your favorite moments?
Yeah, it was,
Can I curse
it was
Manny
pretty solid.
tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't
awesome.
have a whole lot happen, but it was solid.
Very good. Very good.
Did I hear yay or nay?
Lee says no. I think she's had a hard enough day.
No, she'll be fine. Tomorrow we'll decide. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, so thank you all for being here. I like this session because I wanted to be a little different, and depending on the situation you guys are going to be getting into, change up how the play was going to roll, just because I wanted to see how you would react. And reintroducing the Plague Doctor as a villain, especially being like, oh hey, he sees you, Aura, and he knows you're not a mouse, was like the uh-oh moment I was hoping
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, Bird? I'll fuck as you are.
I was actually happy she went with going in.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest.
Yeah, it did add a little something to the whole situation. But
that was my giant fuck you, Bird moment. You know how Cactus has one about one session? Yeah, that was mine.
yeah, that was yours. Very good. Very good. Well, with that, I was excited. It was a good session. Everything kind of worked really well together, which was peak good. And so the question, as always, as we go to raid out and break for the night, who's doing what? Is
I
anyone
will
staying
likely
on?
be playing Moria.
Rexus.
Rex is playing Moria? That's
He is.
silly. That's
I know, right?
too weird. Well, anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming out and playing. Thank you all for sitting here viewing it and watching the debauchery and shenanigans unfold. One of my favorite things to do with people. Check us out tomorrow again for Siege of Etheria at same time. Hope we have everything there. Mandy, we all know Cactus is adorable when he's mad at me. That's why I make him so mad all the time.
He's utterly precious.
He is the most precious of cacti.
Maybe it was just bad he wasn't moist.
No, thank God he wasn't so moist. It'd be disgusting. Just terrible. So we're going to be raiding out to Rexus. Have yourselves all a wonderful night, a wonderful day whenever you're watching this. And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye now.
All right, I gotta be up in fucking
Bye.